so ana phone a mobile phone a kita no one so phone now a boss down 262 hash and pay we be follow a prompt na fe wo so odo kakra wa bi e dey atoche from near cancer 5 Ghana cedis e koni nyina no we betimi atwa bi ama wo select alphabet and I select sene me ensa pa wo select no se ba kokro ba wanya scan afem yenu enso ba amo multiply by wo stake and afi me ensa nyina so ba mu so na chasa no pray no wo mo ye more than 2,000 times a yo stake when yes select alphabet ABCD and one some and ye can select me and sape ba kokra ba almost anu sika no and some na dia to of momo wallet no so e de ama wa brawe and so ye ABC game star 262 hash na fe aboama sika sem nyina no and some agina brand kama ebiem ye Jackson about meshano e wadwaso and doctor ebeba make house dreno e two malaria fever so you be a wutieme na bia ode na aye typhoid wako ache and person be kwa bomodian se drona ye fa no Jackson balmesha be pebie na fe won so obobo bi kama no ache hona mra ne ade ne nyina no wotu asem oni paduam afa ne fa wodie enso akitana sa wodie no aye koko na ha na se bia maman aba woni paduam se bia sisiade ana se bia constipation na hawa eno so aye Jackson cold capsules ano ene bedi wa kagina mu amasanya do ane nyina no wotu asem so kama ano bawuni atenka makatro se e woso no wura mu nkita wodie e wo mpam aye simple no ye na chese man no enya different feeling cry na fa sama ransom ani ajabre bia no amawade no da so ye mono no ye drive fan se Jackson natural capsules one bedi makagina mu ama chese ensom aba masetenam enyena e wo dwaso pharmaceutical shop aba shop near you opa be friend doctor e wo 0244 723541 doctor and so abejo no divorce Samuel die and aye Friday into so ko na enkomo bia be so no papa e ka bia wotie aye wasumsam e wa bro no so be ka wasumsam ni nyina na yes promise and fail anyhow wodia no aye ka bi ene me ne wo anasem po wotie me na wodia no aye court amane bi wo kwa wo ba ene wo cha kwantwom nsam ne ade wodia no aye adwuma ana wo pa bi anasa wo ton aye nto ni nyina no ade be ma business akroso na visa wo pentem pa won set me aka no o divorce some was say or dia kwantre an mponi e kan sem pa bo betachre ensom adiama odru manhia ahempobo anu e ho anu ono abone sesen number no ye 0246667117 na odi for Samuel and so I know so onum say electromat and Black Friday no guso akoso na seri amanfo si tonyo manamasa say one told the entemana just one catch pa na bronze out on nyina ne bi e wo hosa wo prayer tamashine black and tech say LG Samsung nom and Philips nom and just a bronze kan nyina no wo be kwa electromat am no kase Black Friday no of course we are there and nom aye papa yama 12-month manufacturer warranty and what yama defect aye servicing and some that ya kan no yes up to 80% discount when no and you beyond a dematian electromat at 80% discount on a prino woman from at www.electromat.com.gh and as a number in here 0552777905 now on electromat and panfono and so and kasa jenjeme dababwama wobano wo complaini dabia sebia na fono enhono ni dodomo wonom atia akwara no wantimi enko school the whole of this week abomodi enso de na be call jenjemet nempo doctors ade aba fufiri ahwe na aya akwara na kama yaun ebejai ye tusenam asa we place abraba no on complaini ebiem aya wo pani na nkasa so make say ebia wo problem e wo incisors wo problem e wo canines premolars and answer molars no na wo problem abomodi enso be call ama gingermid and some show was seen that femo obeso teeth whiten and extraction and abeso ye simple obeso ye near cancer cleaning and as a polishing and abeso ya gingermid our branches out and cry nungwa and as main lorry station one our chest nungwa no benyano and atomic down and come say and some diabe project over quine so and ya call a bantama street anymore will send us a building a bank I want from a show and a gingermid our oya juma 055913 9582 Jenjamit and some abajo so best brain any woka the leading publishing company and from our Ghana from JHS J English language computing career technology about social studies and religious and moral education and scientific basic 7 to 9 combined best brain and a book CMO say obano so starting suku fufro now oba KG1 and 2 you're my early writing for KG1 and 2 wobenya picture reading for and as a picture reading and coloring for KG1 and 2 your color fan with writing and some best brain at Darama and I feel one more best sex say 1 to 4 1 to 6 wobenya computing wobenya English language wobenya mathematics and some French and Dagbani asantitri and infantry wobenya bia tona boama bana Dutch and some kama best brain ewo Prankono Abet La Posada Hotel a chuanama pana best brain ewa juma 0507 200 best brain and some abajoso
high sense for see and come fanche we are seeing us say we at the Black Friday and also at Tumaba now when on patro and start and akwa we na me adoma 29th of this month na bibians etima kono kan down dey over 3 days and your dear so to them simple wo per quality affordable durable home appliances sababa na post travel beje e free license for anso akache na ka national adie bia utobia na atese shi atese wo bia so etimi tobi na unim so baba jo television wo per free chest freezers air condition ebi anso se microwave sound system ya no wo matete to 20 bra na baji bi na bibia so etimi nya kama enom anso etifama wo ya 3-day bonanza anom so etimi diaba enti tutumi kana guram ewe showrooms a anom anso etu Ghana ba bia ya bia na so dwumadian anso etima koso wo tutumi kam ade wani chemo ba bia udu wono ma ade bia betobi anso 5 years manufacturer defect warranty anso etato peme umpawe na the transfer open the everyday prices for everyday people tobacco omushoru so akotonia mapapa anso ade free omo akate medima for about center doctor at the time ebato so esan say was yade bi wono ayentotia case ebiti say stroke waist pain prostate enlargement and aposebia oba na bema wuntime ngo oba na bema wayemre anso etimo mpem oba doctor at the time ebato so ama bibia so atimi awakama odinubra any aban and a say de enti udu abuako agogoa the Texas school Johnson man a doctor wa wonom anso the time to enkomfo so enke poko asemayera and once doctor at the time a ban wallpapers blind curtains 3D and opposite 5D natural designs na wo ba na so atima ba gibi e de from akate na says Alaska same Anukoya at the PVC floor tiles adiaba decorative watches and flowers wokwa we source 8 me akabe eba sofa covers wokwa na so kwa jodie Alaska anyama papan efe esansom mono chiao etu dia no so bawra mam wokuma se yawo aduma yawo anaposia ya ne Prudential Plaza and then you first floor Mrs. Anoche Plaza e anya wa ye bodjuma anapo circle tiktole honoma anaposia tutu ya ne MTT office no ana Ecobank no edi hwe animo 0200281080 non Alaska and sweat makasa cements vital herbal mixture and capsules again enie na me part again there we are Bema and ampos oba we to asintini atwetwe broni fia no satica and ya mesraw wonya again bi no ebetu ase and sweat mi da ma afei we are Bema okoto sore tse prince of capito we sisi bo gaga mesraw da kopa again ebetu ase enso atuma dia ma afei se bia de na premature ejaculation no be 2 minutes 3 minutes pure sesia na baba senko agan ebeboa na bibia so atimi akokama watenka smart kwanyan unya agan bia ebegye ama bibia so atu akokama ba bia ton do organ bia kwa when source electric cement vital herbal mixture and capsules nebi 0240616061 nanem panifo ensweat makasa nanem say Dr. Solomon or Dostolac natural clinic no say yanka fanche kumasema say bronya yi wo bia ebekọ nurse no dofo ene na kwa kodi na osusu sa no dofo ene na se wanya ahotoso ena afi apomde papa bronyan untimi ni enu nti bronyan odika edi wo de enso atimi de ma wo ye free screening ata say free screener oye no wo ye jama kumasefo ene mpo wona eye around kumase wo betimi ba nurse fumesa ko boat Johnson a yɛbɛn self filling station ɛhɔ ana dwumadie ɛbɛ starte na bibians ɛtɔ kama ɛyɛ 1st of December ɛde kɔkɔ Saturday 6th of December 2025 anopa no nso ɛde kɔkɔ si anwumere no nsia ana saa dwumadie ɛkɔ so na unim sam wei ɛnɛma mbɔ so nyina ɛyɛ free uba ɛbɛ check dia ma free kidney function test yɛbɛyɛ ne kwa ɛdia ma free liver function test sanso ana dia tense na yi ɛyɛ dia sɛ free usage of ɛyɛ massage machine ube issue ama bianso ɛtɔ kama free consultation ɛno nso betumi akɔso ɛno achikai nesanos ama nsa ban womb scanner ni nyan almost 8 maye etise bia upemu nkyeremu nyina one Dr. Solomon enkasa ɛwɔ amatufo so 0245 616028 na no mo enso atimi akasa ABA Herbal Clinic esem kan kyerɛw sɛ ɛba se wani oposane saa sɛ oposa saa na wani ayekɔ ɛba ne glaucoma ana ɛteto ɛtɛ ana asi wani so cataract asam ana mekai ana asi wani so anampos ABA menstrual disorders ana how hypertension hepatitis ana oyɛ bema na oba ɛteto liver anampos kidney problems a wokɔ ABA Herbal Clinic sɛ nyaminti ombesa yadeɛ ama bibianso atima kɔ kama esansa no sie ne diaba ne fa na aban ensa yade eno a anomo so eye ho adwuma kuma se ye okoda so dwena se me market search ope ene wo mamo doma ene na hinkro so ye ben Ebenezer Preparatory School 0541 565199 nane panifo enso atwa kata Dr. Lawson say wonum anade Lawson Dileman capsules na enso atimi dia ba na dileman capsules na de enya mama nkwa na animo e ma no mutimi no be se bia kwa fichire umflow ye na se omoja na sa crop to ayasa ya aya bibi sa gu yisa kurubu a me se wa dakọ okwa onuma duo ya bibia bekọ kama anom enso atimi adiama afa se bia dia tane sa wonam entisi unsu ye me pato de ne koko ene hawa ebe clan kama anom enso atimi diama Lawson dileman brothers na maka dia cho se mema duo premature ejaculation etu ase me pato sebia woso so odia no untimi ni agroye enso ati opa wo low sperm counter wadro no onu bia eno so ebeti akọ ba bia turn to organ ncho ni ncho so na okwa wonsan so ebeti maka bi aya no akai no fe Lawson beverage from penny for amatufo so 0248 619999 nanom enso ati akasa pasco herbal capsules wey e liver enwa djuma eno no na unim so e support liver no ama bibia so ati okama emma nesebe enai liver no yade bia enso entimi enka no enu ati esa uru moja ni mo eyi fi bia anu atimi o moja ni enso atimi pie wumpewe na pede pasco dia eye drug Ghana fa jatu obi ajatu su ko pabinom na enu atimi a na enyi efi bia enu enso atimi oni padua nu enu atimi famao ba bia ton do Ghana bia okwa wo sa ebeka pasco enu pai bi 0557 453579 na no mo enso atimi bon common company limited wo mo di nupa miensa baako enso atimi ye Congo ointment ono Congo ointment e odwaso na Congo dia no dia channels e bia wudware wie na wutim ho e candidiasis white ana tete ho wunya bia e koko ana hawa Congo ointment e tu ase dia ma na prostate capsules ne dia se bia Johnson tentam anajo betu Johnson be 25 ansa na dia enso etimache obi won mo Johnson na emunsom etimache Johnson so out ya wo ma prostate capsules e betu ase dia ma through man capsules ano dia we bia wa mer e wo mpam untimi umpam agudie no scratches enso traba so truman ebedu akajamu ama bia kama ba bia to Ghana bia kwa wonse kabi woni natural info kasa wa matufo so 0249 017101 nane panifa kasa Charistic Company Limited say make franchise omedi Zahara Mr ana Zahara G capsules enso atimi dia ba na mpato sa due ebo wie pa esanse Zahara man capsules no se bia wo be ma no ompama gudie a bibia ho me sa oba no mienu anopa mienu anwumere after se wadi dia wie bibia be kama e dia ma Hindi heba mixture ne dia maka dia cho se e malaria fever ana teto typhoid fever ana posa diabetes ana wunum Hindi heba mixture anum etu ase kama anum enso atimi dama na Zara mixture no energy capsules ne de se bia o the boss was a son with Jim Osa na tete wo person system ni gina brane oba na be mo take asma te kono no bia e bo wie pa ba bia ton to bia kwa won sans ebetimi akabi 024634 8334 na ne mpanimfoɔ akasa na ama na sɛ nya ahoɔden ma pɛn no kɛseɛ ɛna ɔne ketewa sansona kojak ayadese procode ewo dwa so na sadwe un ebia uti ana bo gagaga afese bia code ana how ana pasa flu ana tetewa wadronie wunum bia ana so ebeko kojak say men kan fracture so mam wokuma se no your central market on your ye di adwuma ne mpo the tennis or cash drugland e won cry e won so wa ye di adwuma nyama wo panyina no oba won so ebetima kabi 0244559597 anomo ens etima kasa ye wie e power specialist eba hospital ye me doctor kwasua bia ya nie na mami say be catch seba na hepatitis B ya de C anopos air what ni say te anom enso atima diama prostate enlargement and atetewo me part of fibroid oba me sra kono kwaje aduonom na bibia atimi kama enso ati fama malaria fever atetewo banum adua ya heba malamix so ana oba wakuru ka ya nurse ne adua ya cough care mixture ana banum ama bias eto kama adua ya ba tonic Wontumi ni dia wadronie wunum bia bibia be kama ba bia to ndo bia kwa when South 8 Makabi and crying. Jawa Nessa Kwabenya ACP Road, Power Hospital Bus Stop, and then Pokumase, your first of some Chukwana so, a Daya Johnson, Takrade, or record our Naji Estate, Yabe Antaman Rural Bank Limited, 0244544422, 924, and so to me Akasa.
Right, Yamre na Fay and Twaso and free in ABC game, the ABC game star 262 hash and I'll pay the buy no ensu eni na 54321 yenhwe letters e buy and say wo dia na select wo choose emu ba kokra wanyeska FMZ eno ana ejiye enso eba nti say bia wo dia na select me ensa no say Z ana Z eba mu a wanyeska M ebem awonye scanner F enso bem nso awonye scanner ne me ensanyina nso san so sere yes ye yama wo ya na SMS anopedie wato di pa afe ye ba amuzupi sponsored question of the day so we know ye proudly brought to you by kind courtesy amuzupi herbal mixture infection be anywhere about so abanum amuzupi a enkwezan say enua no edoso pa enua be 24 ana Dr. Amuzu akabom e dey surgery enso e dey just say Declan Rice and Moises Caicedo and Declan Rice sign mo bako ebra team and na ye ka say oyo coach near more opportunity say Caicedo and Declan Rice any win and I'll be signing up Paul
Bena Emmanuel ese Rice on any day watching you live from Mabai and Heaven's Gate Ediaba afena na osai Kwame Dapa say is Caicedo a coffee or sugar drink eat rice and you are good to go and on us Ediaba rice on any day and also Ediaba Jenny and so say rice the best in the world and on us Ediaba Bill Ample and so say Declan Rice and on us Ekwadiamano Alta Famia see Declan Rice to the whole yes right now a fame a branch and D and so at the Okatachia GH and so say rice for sure a fame a menyo Aya Albert as a rice more fire Sanso Anakin Baka as wise Bakayoko Jennifer I am Jennifer so say Caicedo all the way Emmanuel Asamoah as a rice so Samson Anna Nanaba say rice any day Yao Steven as a rice a fame Mausa branch and D at the Poppy as a rice all the way Robert Ama as a rice be better player Kwabena as Summit as a rice more fire and on the Kylian Mbappe as a Declan Rice a fake Grace Apple and so say rice all the way a branch and D at the Isaac Kwanzaa as a Caicedo all the way and on also etum ediaba and no gusu na say e one manus e ba kakra say no e messages no kakra and also etum ediaba fancy
wo mama fine free away e bra Jacob say I will go for Declan Rice afa way so I say if not Declan Rice then who again your friend no and an kunsu kwadro krom no den de no and so at by Peaceman I say obesane Caicedo no e monitor live from God so e ho ana Peaceman and so I monitor jumadi and no pay a fay way a kwana marketplace and so say Declan Rice every day or no and Otono Denako or said the graft and so sign Declan Rice Ebium and so a good morning Fancy Caicedo on any day your friend of some blinks oh no and a day a message and so the buyer and I will so say good morning I'm chat from Ghana Brokum City I will go for Rice and what the fine would you say go Asia and so at the Abba and I win so I say Rice or Rice let so I don't know na Meshach from Ponso I say our best sign Declan Rice and Joseph Amo and so called for Moises Caicedo yanya na fe yanko a foreign and so and randomon Betway rewards Shannon Swami said the more I will try bet sports and I say casino na say oh dear no unya points abe convert at the Ayiska weekend nani anti Trabia we 18 years and above and they come for and so at the mama a Betway was say regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana to Betway rewards no kwaswane training up points na fe convert na enaniska and some amount na mama fa a course amount a 5 ti yamro so real quick na yanko foreign emra BW24 8ED 92D and they are 34 hours.
Wow.
17 hours and a bay BW24 8ED F45 okay 10 hours eba BW24 8EE that's it 37E you bought 3 course no 2 more BW24 8EE FDD last code BW24 8EF 405 and no yeah Sharak Monso be project 2 screen so the amount one taxi driver your friend Ima AK Yakivi I'm say ono so say on face show ni agro cry wow ti baby Yakivi e obi anana pay hello I'm say one ardent listener so I don't know more share say police for barrier military baby immigration officers I don't more border na nyina obi ade ya na etwa ti ye do obi ase bibi obi man
ade ho ba kwa anope na msimi bisa ne se na se ho fa kuruma minim se what observer e ma no na enim se October ene no brady but say do ma tuam da
okay ene me ko foreign why ana wajun cause David wajun cause e man Brazil pa
no more for the then wajun cause no so
okay
most of them say free agent
okay
Wontumi 101.3 Nyaminsa wo
tiene o pompa ti won free ho ntem na ho nton what you feel when you problem why Whoa, young criminal on live on Facebook. I Wontumi TV live, and our favorite cancer YouTube. I Wontumi TV live. No mom, our Facebook. I no call search engine. We bought Wontumi TV area. Channel Swam say LIVE. I know I caps block letters, and I said the attack on a capital letters. And a bush show. Still now I'm say Virgin page. What search out bread? Tianway the feather for the crack. Be onya na fi wash share as many times. I be so share na. Or messages about your phone about latest and you young comrade this are your Wontumi sports buffet and take you over.
Angwa juma no you Yami wohoda se uji dudia obeya juma Sanchre no you Yami wohoda se uji dudia obeya juma Ye bompaye Shamachi shra Yehuwa ila henu Yehuwa ekat We ahata et Yehuwa Elohika bika Luvika, Uvika Naveshika, Uvika Miyodika, Tode Yasach, Todi Yasak. In English, in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Salam, come on, boy. Kapo. Say Kapo chairman. I feel like chairman.
Yes.
Got time at Taboku Casamu, some messages and a benino biase. Hey, oh, chairman, ya dear pass, watch me assemble. I just quite becoming Kwame Horn and Papa me.
Na guess it is okay how.
Chairman, guess through of Chesapeake, Esate, a year tone, Emma, woman chess, I was a basso weekend in and some other coso, Yari kind of bird to a court, and some diamante live on your screen. Wayno, I said, yeah, weekend tea, and you remember see going to bet me, and so I find I was watching, said there be a matches in a woman, and some other see calling on your bird way, and some Adaramana, Chesano Peno, Yare stories, and the Canino, and some Abantina, woman chess, I was a basso sansa, none Tuesday, and after Wednesday, and also IHS and Ra, woman so games are bouncing, I sure for Champions League, I Europa, Clan, Franza, I Conference League, say, I got 3 matches, our Champions League in will be on some about to preparation, about South Coast, and I'm an old castle room, and some our major European League centers anymore. Our Germany game back on Barcelona, and on Borussia Mönchengladbach, and so our fear, one more boy, Eddie Tiabokua, your father's Leipzig, Calabrasa gamer, and on some Barcelona, Ayanana Trino, a boy, I 7:30, and a Leipzig, and some Mönchengladbach game, and some our way, and on some other Coso, and our French league in the Moro, your Rene, and some other Quaway, Wabria Bassa Rene, Mokwawea Sakem way, and on some other Cosolino, what him say, Mano Casano, a gamer, a boy, I 7:45, and a Samachino, and on some other Cos, our bra met, and some body a tear, a year Rene, and no, a your real father, Jeremy Stina, one on a Jamaican Canadian, one on some other crocodiles game, and I feel Como, and our form. Now, Como, our fear, Fabricas, and Chassan and Quadano, one on some other Sassuolo Coucho, about game, and some annual, and your real father, Mateo, and your Marcati, or no, and a Dominion Sobe Center referee, and some Ayamasa gamer, and on I 7:45, and I know, and some other cause and Sana, who run our brand, I'm watching one Manchester, I was a Barcelona League, and Yatafi, and some our fear, one some Alche, and about Gameway, and some Ayamancha, I will call Ayania Canasa Estadio, Aya Coliso, Alfonso Perez, and the Tanasa Bokua, your father say Yatafi, and Alche, and some other cause our Barafino, and also about Quaquandu Gameway, and some Comtentia, Yadin, and some our Samano, and some Abana Jamaican can say, also now Yerim says, I'm some pressure and mountain, and some our manager, Fansa, and a slot, and some so any day. Now, young call a Yabokua, your Fansa Liverpool, some as we are what to say no Pino, Medabatu Jama may catch our sir, among a meeting every year. One say ominous 2 matches, a gamer, one more ball, a West Ham, and Sana, Amasane, a Sunderland, and some Abo Elfie. Now, our some manager, it me provide a 6 points. I will, I yes, how 2 matches are Liverpool, Timino, and some other ball. Now, what is our story about? One of them say, yes, Liverpool, for the say, and your money and come here, sir. One force to say, yes, Sake, and your coach now, your fun and our slaughter, and yes, and what I say, Urano, one of some animal be paying essence for buying, lances or no, and about your league, and some animal Liverpool, because the momentum. Ebi a coach ebeja chesetimo akọ number appointed a new manager oba ka eteki time so on your buy ya pa and obeji league na dem Liverpool ti bi mu on ma wo som agiri pass coach wey and some ayadwuma pa na se de nra na ye ka bi se omo emperfo anhran owuran ani niye our transfer market nem area dey aside aye players wo ma to no nyina omo ni balance ebiem wasan ka se ma omo nton aye Luis Diaz amana woman some job boy and man, no, Yarama and one to the more can say, woka se bia no mu ya ro saki coach na chesem wanya de ntina 2 games but report amenya no say yesem ba ko de abatu dwa say odi opa mo monitor na mo hwe empo the next 5 matches ema Liverpool se ko se bia coach na ye for some ana slot ensom obi ono ensom Kolusi ebia 4 out of the 5 matches no crowna womun saki coach no wonom abekoso ya juma ma Liverpool akosi nyame yarma Christmas esansa ene yebebo ebia wey na ebia cup games and Champions League you know ensom wo monte enfrina aye kasan kosi nyame ya duma enom by the month of December no say 5 matches and Liverpool bebo na say bia manager no lose 4 crowna womun saki na esansa Liverpool team no enfu so penino ensom aye jumantina ye Mauritania usari ade no ensom abesi akona Liverpool prepare one wa we the press conference and run you man cry na manager no say ye want to just say and then I'm so Liverpool so ya and now of day report amenya say no mo ka say wo mo bi anhira ma training entiano no yete say e wo agza ho emsa boys no wo bi abefan wadi because situation as say wo mo som anamu anya kra na jamenya no say Alison Becker and wa ya wo mo training session e ba so goalkeeper no ensom aye training ano aye good news Arma club ye fan say Liverpool ebiem aye akwada na fan say Florian Vet and report amenya no say Florian Vet and some Adiano, woman was so much as and na a day of the rehab and the rehab and some other twaso. Nebia Namiarma Saturday on the Bobokua, your father selling for training over training here, and your boss Sabia Quatano and some bad Dabay and Asabia saying, and I know some Abasiako, and I who go a Kitiki and some Yobiana Diano, woman say Shananya big problem, a Kitiki Diano, and so now complaining Neti, woman say any big problem, James. One some I have available and my game and Yamia Duma. One some about weekend D and Openo. You're updating in other banner coach, and some like I say. I'm a just one coach and say, ain't you or no? And any players, no, woman Phyllis be a pressure be abba. And I said, you're mounting Casa, I'm say heat, I want so pa. And also the moment I coach Tim Cassidy, I had their pressure, Eba. Now the best one coming in and say, I'm over Coso, I had Jumaden Akon couldn't say a Liverpool fan and Tumapa and some Adiafra Yentia coach and a slot.
A lot of pressure if you work or play at a top club, and even more so if you start losing more games than this club or this players or this manager is used to. So then there's always pressure. But there was a lot of pressure last season as well for us to win the league. And now it's a different kind of pressure because we've lost so many games. But what it does to me, I can just do the same, but I don't have to play. So maybe my job is a little bit easier if it comes to this, because I think it's hard for every player. If you are in a bad run of results, if you go down immediately after 3 minutes, and then you play a good first half, and then 10 minutes after halftime, again you concede. So we get knock after knock after knock, which is hard, but. That's why I keep saying that, especially when that happens, we have to keep fighting, and that's what we've done so well last season, and what this club is about for so many years, and that's what we expect. The minimum what I and we expect is that we do this over 90 minutes, which is not always easy if you get knock after knock after knock. Now there's a lot of pressure if you work or play at a top club.
Fantasy and a slot as well. And the banana pay line when the show our brow test manager so just woman is yes answer the moment abu mo now kwani abo po. Now wa banner be a kwani abo po. Now wa banner no ayana at the pressure a banty on you know one more by Jumaden our brand also mo coso a fighting a story and pay by idea. I'm say a do come on say baby no say akwadana say Ibrahim Konate and some Arabian Liverpool for no one ton in tem Emma Real Madrid not free club and also crying because we'll be our bobo come say was a man saying I'm a just Castle last season Krabakan story be just one quatana unfolder may yes I'm for be susu say I'm so only recording video our be so no some other sort Dacia what about Liverpool for since then ever since I Ibrahim Konate enye Konate na yenim no biem ama obasa ba be krasa mo na krachiri e ba so mu jane kwan ensom amano kosansa wo hwie pa na report amenya no na report say Madrid ensom aye club wo mo be kan so mo pa kwara na fa so Konate no and David Einstein mo nyina de bomb report say yes Madrid aka Liverpool for say Konate omo no mo yes so mo pen bat nyame arma next year summer wo mo ni e kire biem Madrid agya na chidie eti Konate de also ya no say na bia na ye ka say no wo be koso an Liverpool aka na fe wo ma hwe na bia boy na extended the contract no and some adema Liverpool nemom asama the contract and some the crown na your Liverpool for the one mo fu say boy ni ehwie pa and say wo ka say bia Konate and sign new contract ama club na and some other ha and na ye ka say so Madrid for so say wo mo na kan na wo mo mpani biem etutum say ha because Madrid no o tu so mo the town say wonu ye digu wonu ye twawata as I said am say no fam one na ho na chasa born insane chasa ha dwempa na and some reporter and also abana no pen I was show no so na Newcastle etiska kwata kwada na ye fan say Juan Wisa wonu say be se na omobo na Juan Wisa ba de bia me de am tete ba betina watchina and wasafa setback wasafa relapse ama chasa ni nyina na bako je say de nyame adom ye say Juan Wisa no and some started training and no across enra and then so Juan Wisa be san training a manager Eddie Howe say enche bia born ebe ya available no mom sa game akwadana ye fa no say Juan Wisa ebe ya available no enya de so be ka kiro bia enche sa we yen training and waba press conference over party say bia Newcastle versus Asumesi and I say bia Newcastle versus Obenten and bia Juan Wisa be ba coach and say one ka MOB on game cra akwadana abero commander good news and some no and some training come out with the group and update and Eddie Howe say na kwada fan say Karen Trippier and some obi boy no wakwa scan because when your hamstring na the hamstring no wo some be say be 1 month and a player your fan say Karen Trippier and some abetenafie and Zen Botman ayobi ono and some amocha why doubt omo game omo kwakopo and some to Everton ewa we nyame armo no according to coach no was a boy no and say a back problem now so on that tea to na tea and some and yanti akodana your fans of Botman ayobi anyare so chena nyame arma sa game no wonu some betimi abo na Tottenham spend some club and say no wo mo record awo fie enya kra na on say Tottenham so Sarah Thomas Frank by no na kamia say efa Arsenal say some bookam any ade na nyame arma chena wo mo bo awo fie against a Fulham we know and some no London derby one game I was about to game about no and Thomas Frank say one of your jitum sampan and say and you man shadan call say also siko Emma club and no mom ni nyina mo or general boys niti one some oguso ye dwumaden say be a one betimi atane nioma arana for now there we be am say ko but aye den a be fa and no aye some coach ye fan say Thomas Frank and some attitude.
Of course, I promise you, we will do everything we can to deliver, and we will do everything we can to come flying out, to be positive, intense, energetic, forward. But I'm also pretty sure that Fulham will do everything they can to avoid that. But it's our job to make sure that we perform, and if we perform well, we've got a very good chance to win the game. Of course, I promise you, we will do it.
Thomas Frank, Onu, and the coach, Tottenham Hotspur, out there, your den accepts Emmanuel pay life, and so I was sure so Manchester United and a woman training a whole week. Nobody a couple game yet, none game no woman some degree brutal, and so I will fear now. Report, I mean, you say, I'm sorry, I'm the banana Pebema, Ruben Amorim, Obe Japan, answer, make another person up elite midfielder, and I'm January. Woman soon, you're ready, some of us spend a big. akoto ɛyɛ player baako ɛdena ba nti saa na kyerɛ deɛ a wɔn kura no sɛdeɛ yɛsi kwan no daakye bia no wɔn nya wɔn sakew ɛde sɛ kɔba sɛ bia club ne bɔ kana wɔn kɔfa player so ɛde aba na wokɔ a ɛyɛ ka ana Manchester for na bɔ no na report a mensa ka no sɛ Asɛm Fernando pɛi no na mete sɛ Ghana ni akɔta no a yɛfa no Antoine Semenyo wɔnom sɛ as I speak yɛsɛ Semenyo yɛ obi a Man U for no nyɛ ɔmo adwene so ɔmo bɛgyae ɛbɛbi a Liverpool nko a ɛnya smooth run on akwadaa no a yɛfa no sɛ Semenyo obi a yɛawɛ sɛ Semenyo no ɛm sɛ Ruben Amorim nso nte ne ho gyae koraa na onya Liverpool no deɛ amaka kyerɛ so ɔbɛkɔ ɛyɛ club ɔbɛ so ɔbɛsan sɛ one ɔwɔ akwanya sɛ Champions League ɔmo bɛtumi abɔ bie nanso Man U for no ɔmo adwene sɛ wɔmo da so retaining interest a wɔmo nso ɛwɔ akwadaa no mu a kyɛ sɛ anɔpɛi no yɛde update aba na nsɛnsɛm no nyinaa no ɛyɛ Elliot Anderson a wɔbɔ no ball ɛnso adema Nottingham Forest ɛno a wohwɛ no a akwadaa no ne bɔ papa na Elliot Anderson no mete sɛ Man U for no sɛ hɛ wɔma ka sɛ kwan bia so ɔmo pɛ ɛnɛ kora no sanka bia wokan da pecking order sɛ bia midfielders sɛ Carlos Bane Adam Walton ɛne Elliot Anderson ɛna Man U for sɛ nkɔmɔ pɛ akwadaa wei ana Chelsea for no so fu sɛ anka ɔmo so nya akwadaa wei ankɔmɔ so papa na yɛsɛ Nottingham for no deɛ ɔmo sɛ boy no sɛ de ɔmo di kanka so obi ani hɔ a wɔnom ɛbɛtɔn player a wɔte sɛ nyame yaroma January ɛne sɛ bia Man U for sɛ wode ayi kyinkyin atwa yɛbɛtɔ mikitama deɛ menya ntɔn yɛ mɛtɔn a gye sɛ bia sama na deɛ ɔyɛ wagye sɛ kyinkyin abɛsɛ ɔtɔ de abra gye sɛ bia mo sika mo de ba no mo ho a sabi ɛma ɔmo ti bom ansana wɔma te ase atɔ akwadaa no ɛfa no sɛ Anderson ɛdena ma mo nyame yaroma winter mu na wokɔfa saa mo 50-50 no ba deɛ aneɛ akwadaa no January wɔntumi ma ɛnsom na ma no yɛ ntumi ba na mahyɛ no so na akwadaa no so na yɛ nkasa yi wɔra so ɛwɔ contract until 2029 ɛwɔ Nottingham ana ɛno wakyi no ɛm sɛ wɔgye over £100,000 a week ɛne Nottingham fa no ne abrɛpa wabrɛ no ɛno nso ɛyɛ nkaebɔ a wɔmo dema Man U for wonim sɛ me ne wo nkasa no sɛ Bruno Fernandes still offers ɛda so ɛwɔ no ho ana Kobe Mainu offers ɛda so wɔ no ho in fact mete sɛ ɛnɛ kora sɛ woba Europe na woka midfielders akyɛ sɛ offers abɔ mo ho a ɛyɛ Bruno Fernandes ɛne Kobe Mainu wɔn mmienu no wɔbi ani wɔ a wasam obianu wa wahwie nemo am sa be victim of circumstances yana sa na bebe sa na am sa ball no ene wo ma bɔ ahye adechi a wo mo dia wo ho o mo wini ma komienu miensa to aso ayere no mo sa dia wo ho a wo be classify o mo nyina sa wo mo nya dia batem na me no kase no office no da so da table so e ma sa two players here enom aye defimo e ba Chelsea for no wo mo revelation aba ye be twen aye coach na ye for no Enzo Maresca report to me nyan say onsa Pedro Neto say say obi ba ho ebeka krama o mawie aye transfer market no say team kese ba ko Europe enso buy na ena ye kesem sam obi adi nyama betodwa but omo dia ba say ye team kese bi a won so buy ebehwe sanka bi a Pedro Neto won so abeton a ema perfor ka say woda so eka Enzo Maresca plans ho enya de say bi a Neto no won jana amana ko ena oda so ye adwuma enso mbade ma team na nyina no enso aye kakra frimo ade aba Chelsea ebebo Arsenal ya train manager for some Maresca na a bombers at 12:30 and some Ghana time wa manager na dia no ebeba so na aye den ko Palmer wo ma bisa coach na say odi kankan say obama say Burnley wo obama say Barcelona no wa me say Arsenal aye 3 games and a call abama say bananu ya before Barca game ya unsa akwara ni 20 na so wa me say Burnley am say Barcelona na ya bisa say Arsenal adi obaba wo say untimi nkyere say bia ko Palmer bebo aye Arsenal game na je say bia third game a nyame ya ma Sunday eba so miraculously akwara no obi otimi a boot aye training there na say the nice one a wonya problem ni to no we very okay to mo bisa coach no say ko Palmer bebo ana say bia Palmer entimi mo eno che William Estevao was starting no aba bra djuma akwara na ball against aye Barca obo Arsenal was started ana say bia back to factory setting obesa ko aye bench a che say nyina no ye nkɔmɔ ahodoɔ a ɛno nso mabɛkɔ so ano pɛi na Bernardo Silva nkɔmɔ no amanfoɔ se ato ɔmo akɔma so pa wonim sɛ bɔn no sɛ bia Nations League a wagyegyegye biara ama Portugal gyegyegye Champions League no ɛne ɛyɛ Premier League agye 4 times in a row wɔ bia nya bi da ɔkita trouble ɛwɔ medals ne nyinaa bi na mmom wonua sɛ akadeɛ baako pɛ ɛdeɛ na nka wɔ sɛ ɔde Portugal ɛbɛgye major title no wɔsɛm either sɛ Euros anaasɛ bia World Cup na nyame yɛ adom a World Cup abɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Canada, Mexico ana afei Euros no wɔnom abɛso wɔkyɛ sɛ wɔn kɔyɛ adeɛ bi wɔn bɛtumi ɛsan sɛ wɔbɛso wɔgye biribi asombo ɛma Portugal man no ansana wɔn nso ɛtumi return titie contest no nɛs wɔn sɛ wɔbɛso wɔgye biribi asombo nso ama Portugal man no kyɛ sɛ ɛno ayɛ asɛm akɔdan no nso ɛde ato dwa no mmom wɔn mo nso kyɛ sɛ Ronaldo bɛka sɛ wogye Euros a ɛde sɛ wagye World Cup ɛde sɛ boy no nso bɛka sɛ bi wɔbɛso wɔgye biribi asombo ama Portugal deɛ a na ne asɛ ɔno nso bɔ championship no ɛde ɔsa ne World Cup ɛso so ntene the ultimate no nso ɛyɛ World Cup title na me no kasa no wɔn mo twɛn sɛ kwan bi aso wɔn nsa nso ɛbɛtumi aka na bɛkɔ wato no boase sɛ wɔno nso ahwie paa ɛyɛ Fiorentina na ɛno Fiorentina foɔ paa de ɔmo yɛɛ na wote fie ɛsa gragragro na yɛhyɛ Fiorentina baako wɔn bɛte na kyɛ sɛ didi mu ana yɛabɔ first half awie ɔmo sogya Fiorentina wonim ɔmo ho ɔdɔm sogya na yɛwia no sɛ AK Athens Japan 1-0 nanom ana Dinjeko anai Jeko aya striker de ma aya Fiorentina na Dinjeko so ha no kwanyame anim nie bono mo bon sabi mu gum woni mu asepa ere said ye ase waye agu ho na ugina ni pam na pampa ya pie na esane faw na ho wase omu gum woni mu asepa na adeba kono se supporters aba stadium ebe ye dede ebe bojo mo so shimo memani ade e support mo said ye musipa bi eduru mu so a na mu pumu to mu ntimi mo body yo se we play so mo sia kama club na chese omu ntimi mo 2 passes 3 passes ewa bro mo lose possession chese obi a wo kan apanu wa lose ball obi a je ball apanu wa lose awo gidie ba sasa boys so mo sia kan enso na Fiorentina no eye hu ena show mumu wo mo ye hufuo ebrasom awasa wa wo hwa hwehwe mu a no obusa wo senti mia mato mebo se mi yi mi yam mi hwie mi twa watai enti ye mumu sa mo sa sam no achese na won wan kasa din Jeko criticize the teammate ya den am tete so aba coach ba ko a wo ko ye ena ne nsa ba beta so enso ye Roma coach owu a ye faro Jean Piero Gasperini masa manager no one that Wontumi yɛ adwuma Atalanta also flew omo bro but and oko Roma wonim said the last 7 matches waluzu baako pɛ we win 6 and a chance Roma team no woman some our form pa and no a chance Claudio Ranieri Eddie Camache team no somewhere last season SCV one more new man Samunana what the team no asheni papa pansa emena Gasparini daso ya Jumaden and some Adama Roma our brother more now so bonabasu ye panina no yare amdet and some at Eba Bamunchen woman so mo ya Michael Olise clubs no more so mo pena one onim namu ya onim namu nche obi otia munya butro na Michael Olise no mo kan be biada sem omunya omobeton enakra no boy no our contract until 2029 and medi kaba be ka say ni sika woje ene bon akwara no bono wo mo se so mo anya ne ntem obi ediska da akwada enti omo be say wo man improved aye deal our brother wo mo so abeso mo kan timu a mo ye share kire ene ye be se de bon back to Premier League ne mo Man City edi ba bie ena me no ka say Chelsea Sunya woman some upper and a sound common Michael Olise on bia na Nicholas Jackson so the Yaba campaign woman say answer now the Jina Bamunchin and your Omadrin say woman ever sign it Nico Jackson permanent I'm a boy no and some Akoswa Bonabo answer Yedikaba Casa so I started ebia 40 matches I'm a band I was say automatically woman some autobat and I'm no Casino Bibia no Machasa Bamunchin ever sign it Nico Jackson permanently I'm a boy no and some Akoswa ball now coach and Fanasa company and some avian press conference no esansa weekend Bamunchin so our game about na wabra Bamunchin France prepare nyame ya doma enom enso ayo chena womo ball aye 2:30 area womo St Pauli enso our fie enkrofo be gibia guom brutal omagwa luzi Arsenal game wa we no womo be chere St Pauli brutal na ba bi womo busa coach ne say Wontumi analyze Arsenal a game no and also wasan hwe sa match ne biem na bon kanu kro wasan nya botre hwe Bamunchin away to Arsenal our Emirates no and who say on say football aye 90 minutes na 90 minutes no attrasa automatically aye 1 hour 30 minutes and your ball. Now for 60 minutes, I just know I 1 hour. Now Bamunchin kwa. Now second half 30 minutes I can and Arsenal a match anymore and I utilize it. One more chances. So say first 1 hour day. Never be a binum Arsenal and a bemo ain't deserve say. One more some the winning game and some about so but for last 30 minutes and a cobas of Bamunchin Bobo Kono and some Aslake many Janon Yabusa. Manon Noya a mistake Emma Gabro Martinelli Ekoshay answer Noya a senior player wa Boklam Nacha Udia Tianuya Bamunchin coach Vincent Company and some adba a coach Bia and come back criticize it but say Noya mistake no who want to say Udia Vincent Company.
It's such a fine line always as a coach because when there is a mistake, and that's why I think the one that you mentioned from Manu, I will debate this one. The one that you mentioned from Upa, I'm not going to debate. It's clear situation, you know. But when as a coach you have an idea whether it's you want to press or you want to play or you want to, you know, you can't ask them to do something and then when something goes wrong, all of a sudden you say, well, you shouldn't have done it. Then what happens is the players will be in between. You know, and you can't be in between in anything you do. So part of trying and then having the chance to continue in the same way, but adapting, and that's how you become better. You know, if he does something, or if anyone in the team does something, and we're able to review it and say, okay, in this situation, this was maybe a better option. At the end, still trying to achieve the same goal, that will get better. But right now, okay, we lost, and it's part of something you have to accept and then move on and make sure that you know you improve from this. And I'm sure that he will use this to improve. It's such a fine line always.
Say Managerial and can pay our brand and also canning in answer. I had no bam swing Diana Fe Ebia. I'm say mistake. I also Ebian Cahanon Camille say and Kayan Camille Hanti. Sano Baswatcher Arches. No, I had a free coach and Fanasa Vincent Company as well. The Bernardo Peno and some our short Swafe. Shout out, Mame, and yes, Madrid, and so far. One more a year, the best selling soccer team. Chesabana jerseys. One more jerseys year topa. Madrid, the year 2025. On Safeno, Abacot Neria Yanasa. Now we share a year Sorowa, Madrid, and a decline. According to a year Chesa, a year info, no, almost one more chance. Tima ye Tony JC Pano aya Madrid and I will see at Omo Ankasa Woma Shepe na almost say aya 3,133,000 JCs and also for Madrid Fono and some Ashepe and Bobo Kravanasa Barcelona and so out on 2,940,000 JCs and some aya Barcelona Paris Saint-Germain 2,546,000 aya pieces and they one some Ashepe and a Bamunchin Tosso and I and Inter Milan and Siano I Boca Juniors Manchester United Maza I'm Sabwana who and then Wayne Fo Wamada Sum Eshem Flamengo Ewom Chelsea Ewom and Sana Al Nassr and some Abana Chase Inter Miami Diamond Tossunum I Delio Messi effect and Sana Al Nassr at Tosutu and also by the see Ronaldo domino effect our brand no yare update some aba no aye club ne mom so won fan individual sa na cha so mo a wo mo ye ankrankran to mo justice pa no metese akora na fan sa Lamin Jamal and wonom ade to justice pa as of now aye 1,315,000 shirt and so far aye Lamin Jamal dia wo mo some aton from January ebesi the month of November a enchebia no yare kwakoku ebiam liye Messi atoso mi no aye Lewandowski wonom atoso mi ensa enan no ensom aye Mbappe enum aye Vinicius Junior ensia aye Diarra Keita boy no wono som amotone dia pa si Ronaldo atoso enso Bruno Fernandes atoso ngwake Harry Kane atoso nkro anafe Rodrigo ensom atoso ema kuma ko 10th our individual aye say Jesus so far womo som aton eno the year 2025 adia ana ye ema ye tef enano pay ensom abo shoro so na meno kasa Atletico Madrid aye club UEFA for say what can say you started Champions League group phase womo kobo game our Arsenal and as so many Arsenal boy ema chesem Atletico for mo luzina demenya no say UEFA fine aye Atletico team no say womo kikan kansam bi atuto tonwumi a na chesem enya nompa aye racist behavior and of course no adunti oma fine Atletico 40,000 euros also mutua and some adema UEFA and also ha womo say strong warning e dey Atletico team no e frinde South Sudan bi SNC bi mo a sunne womo ma Atletico supporters enkwa we enko support omo team our UEFA Champions League ni no ensom aye said warning no ensom asia kwade ma club Atletico yare update ni nyina som at eba Real Madrid mame womo injury update na me no kase no Antonio Rudiger no eda som aye hamstring nyame ya doma December ana Rudiger wono som ababa na chese Rudi enya makra na tibu koto mebeka chosa ne yafunum ana ne ya wo mo se enche bia soon awasa bema enso eba ana Franco aye Maston Tuono wono so de ne Pubalgia almost enche ne ho ebeto no Owilian Shuameni enso anya hamstring nyame ya doma December ana Shuameni enso ababa eda Militao enso December ana Federic Cavea enso ababa nyame ya doma Jesus Samuel January esase kotodweno ne ho nyanto no eno aye said Real Madrid domo so players no wo mo injury update asiko na onsem enkomo na konso a ema Sanano Madrid enkoda yi womo konji womo yam kopo game ewo Greece chese for the first time our club na ba kosemo womo ko win game ewo Greece and the mountains no make Sam Alonso no boys no womo dinkomo because of fusa womo nyina womo sua de tidie na bia oya abebuama chese womo nyina so betimi improve womo didi nkoma me ka chese coach no wono boys ni bia kasam ama chese papa ye enso aba na dentia mesane betu twa se Florentino Perez omotanachi na omutiri eba se moment way adaptation period and some adama coach no sa yese Florentino Perez catch Alonso say Vini no ebia wonim no say o mane bufu a unya results a ope e mane bumfu manane njia bribia ubo ball akwada no bebo ama ampa amasa mese nano dia ye kaso obi anhina dia so na chese Vini no oto de bo asese so pa baller akwada no ko boy our answers no one as coach no krabe ka say aye go pe ana Vini enya obobo pa enti won say enwrite the video buyer na obam on one kasa player nay yes Florentino this a clue ema coach no say o ma akwada no bumfu o ma no bufu dia ene e bo no akwada no ntimi man say o sipa no ni na ne ye no ensom course a yare amtetane de aka nyina no ensom bana player ye fan say we aye Ronald Araujo on say Araujo de no enoma course na no akoba so di red card o say ai ni su ene ne ban na onsan kababia nkoma yu ba kwama na sa wo ba no obi atwe ne ho aso obi adene se tenetene so sa wona wo ma ye lusu dabia na so temenya no sa sane ma no si ya no na no Wednesday kra no yes boys no consolino e ma de che na no ya wada chese enra wo mu koye training nyina chi Ronald Araujo boys no enso esaka anyanya hwe ye de ato ya chi yakobo bo amanioma ekoso no nyina no wo mu som agya kiradie because wo mu say we are very emotional leader ye ko bia sanka bia obi ananka sadia no to na anka Araujo enyini mada yeso so bia wo problem a wono kra na times o kan ho ban na afi waboa no ahye nkra ne ade enti the moment bia nka memfa no so no ana bia oye doctor yaresafo a wono so yare a wan ne besa no yare enti ne a wono console amanfo no ene na so boys no so show support and some edema and flick emunyina say wo mtiri e pass obekọ so abodwuma a mistake and why wo besua de improve game na ebia game no enso ebehia na ho den a wo mde Ronald Araujo abebantu tietemu dia na se na ye kasa Araujo no brama woni ba bia konti so mde ne kam books no ho enom aye se de besi akọ na Deco ebese ko London Deco bese ko report amenya no se woni agent fan se Alessio Cacarelli enso akohia na yese meeting asenom emsa wama dinkomo pi na enkomo ni mu report am senya no say okay aye Liverpool left back na ye from Alex Grimaldo also no Barca for e ka so mo pen enya ne ba do no enya ma so Jameson kan say Barca for ni abre na Deco and boy agent Asia wama meeting ama meet mo fu sa benkomo de mo be ye ana about damasa won timi o na no asemu de Steve de honom enti o mo so boy we and also about solve a problem our Barca one left back and watch also on the ball no what the goals esan count today Madrid na komo so nya omo penam ko fa aye Carreras into Barca for no ya wo so betu afa Grimaldo ama boy no and so aba Barcelona I know aye kakra bana Barca goalkeeper aye Juan Garcia report amenya say or you registered for the entire season only some registration no nanka up to January wo mpa Dani Olmo adiani biem into the Barca aye due diligence ama me no kase no wo so register aye goalkeeper you find Juan Garcia for the rest of the season ama na wo so abeko so abo now abra me ka say Barca wo ya natural left footed center back and wo say Gonzalo Inacio I was Sporting Morillo our Nottingham Forest Nico Schlotterbeck our Dortmund and afe aye Benedetti and so abo Adama Pramerash and afe Magay ayo biomu nyina no Barca for no some monitor Chelsea no aye kakre from asoye at eba Manchester for no answer and aye akwada na fan say Marcus Rashford and would Barcelona on beka cho say Barca nyani side day so am so mo to Rashford and say bibi no mom Manchester Paris Saint-Germain for so munya boy na wo mo promo kwade komo prepare be 50 million euros said be wo mo say Rashford wo munya no PSG and so tababu pa and Golden State Warriors abrantia ye fan Steph Curry our basketball ni mo wonum say Curry so ba me say best 1 week esan say our problem on the tie and until ontimi emfansia kan fama aye Warriors team to 1 week bi de area Steph Curry and some abetena fia wonum entimi compete no aye kakra from adebe aye yemfansina bedwa from an afi yentoa so
Would have been new afa one way that though. Oh, another said you open up.
I can do a room because
oh, because you may be seen.
I can't know papa. Well, Friday in the mommy and auntie.
Yeah, oh, let me my story no me were interest to her, me saso interest to slaughter Liverpool for the pressure say on try now on streamlining Niema because the Niema kono omonye happy with affairs or club no. Bernardo Silva say obon price of major trophy the Amapoto anti Nations League no person stressing major na.
Oh yes, who tell you can idea.
Okay, na me shame because this is a trophy zero so fans any aka say oh Ronaldo aje major na we ka say major trophy there then na officer che na say 16 Bernardo no kan ho and the contest of major no open World Cup and now say
major no aka say either the Euros or the World Cup, but World Cup on the next or say or the anybody will come.
It was a story where you're not a church masoka crime, so my memory Mimbusa for clarification. I'm start with Fernando Torres, a former teammate of Xabi Alonso. Close friends. Bobo Abenyamono. Alonso Diabako Nyaye, Fernando Torres.
Yeah.
But be on the chinchina for Biano, you see these two guys moving together always and all the time. National team football, you know, from Spain for the national team at the apex of it, and the Liverpool club. Now Fernando Torres, a person can't be Edema, the young Corona or catcher. We have to say, Oje Xabi Alonso D now a great coach. He's proven it. Midfielders tend to have more coaching skills because as players they already have to give orders on the field.
Yeah, abrevia.
Fernando Torres has 7 hours in a technical contest. Offer goalkeepers are omokasa, offer defenders are omokasa, offer midfielders omokasa, attackers kasa. But emukasa a bit more omokasa no to some extent. Yeah, na a selfish kasa kakra. But a bit more so kasa no. A kasa de ma the collective purpose of the group. Now usually midfielders no ya na mo kasa because oboko box to them without the ball. With the ball they also support the attack. It when they see attack or and when they see defense as well as the one fin honmuna. This is not natural translation as a midfielder say oh baba be your coach. Said yeah, oh ball echo this level said yeah, any natural translation say oh baba be your coach no. Midfielder naturally and not oh be your coach. But Fernando Torres for sure say yeah na midfielder say not how give you orders our field no so. The relay. So be you see relay meaning say instructions na dey dey amom dada but obi na esa sisu bio or field so and Fernando Torres say kasa asem no odwene ho na say o kasa oh Torres asem ya okay o montungu odwene ho ahwehwe mu dia ya yakọ say no kra kakra o na me come china na me ko to say me food no do na eye adwuma no have this list here me o Pep ha Zizou, Alonso, Don Carlo, Ancelotti. You saw a midfielder.
Oh, yeah.
Top quality midfielder. After Ancelotti, Rubenia Fabio Capello, about 6 or more in the 60s, 70s, one of the top-notch midfielders. Son of a coach. Now, say for Xavi Moa started, Gerard Frank Lampard, all of them, Del Bosque, Fabregas. Thank you, boss. And to see the Fernando Torres on the field, you know, they give orders and relay instructions. Now, they tell me you see the word selfish. Sankrofuni be instructions are selfish. And say, okay, Benzema, Vinicius, and it's about to common or tunnel.
Yes.
Benzema person no born be the hobby. But the Nippon got to attack the one common no you're good finisher. So Benzema just say maybe I can work more better than and yet to say. One would be a Torres for such. But sometimes when I first some of the players in this vacation say, Krabonum, Jim Kakra, Obio say, and then my general House of Folk Kofono, Onya General Kofo, okay, Jonah the Poku, Masan Tokoto, Jonah the Poku. These players, you know, they work multifunctionally. Body crano, Utbika was a sign. What's a body crano? The place in our body may do no pressure on her. But some of these boys now, yeah, no more coachy and director of further, so they are. Body on the whole. And now they think way ahead of the other players. And it is Saudi Torres and community dia Alonso Elho. Now my main foul is also. The identity says statistically a report from 2022 CIES Football Observatory found that 42% of head coaches who had a professional playing career were former midfielders. This is an overrepresentation, even when accounting for the fact that there are generally more midfielders in a team's squad than other positions. Squad the biaba check no na omo timi bom finfini na dɔɔso. Eti nipa no statistically, we just CIES Football Observatory for no asem person mo kyerɛ sɛ omo hwehwɛ mu no. Dodo na kwaye omo won finfini hɔ no mo no.
Yes.
Omo na omo concentrate enema of field no so into all retire bar. Na leadership no period ho. Now check enema omo bo mu esia. Obenya tactical awareness, vision and game reading, obenya leadership comprehensive experience. That's a comprehensive. When him right back, the tunnel ho. Anything of our very typical right back, no. Esi typical right back, no. Sankrofona said to be more center back. Chouameni also typical center back. Comprehensive experience across the entirety of the field. Oni nimdie esi obabia. Eti Mascherano wan kobo center back. But Liverpool Champions League ni na obo FIFA oni also when a board of pivot and abilities. So on the field no oni nimsa experience ni now check Messi ni profile. Otimi could find out that's force 9. But drop people deep you know Messi passes. So when the coin fast one midfield so more time and finfino. Omenya this daylight dream ahead of goalkeepers, centre backs, ebeye coaches. No nemo me wa same way catch Fernando Torres. We no also proven ho. Proven no hefa. O proven no hefa. Leverkusen. Okay, that's fine. Na Madrid no way. Bundesliga.
Onano ya krana pressure on super.
Torres de oka e de adjojo ne yonko na koma bayaw Real Madrid a big club. Untimi so bia ni ho no da oye odwuma wi ani ada ose ne ahira na akọ. How many former coaches, former players and every Madrid akọ coach na bi eye kokoti ye legend. Even ye kotoko na say omo bo 2 seasons 1 season. Ya know the legend no free every year ni so. Sivo Shami. You know the legend. 2 years, 1 year, no boy Kotoko. Ne has a boy see legend. Nobody be so. Madrid, it's a big club. Alonso knows to say, or Dana Diachia. A debia or Liverpool or Minaho. Now, do you know about Wabaso? Yeah. No. They've had coaches at Champions League 1, 2, 3. Our Kwabasa Betiashi. Also, for Liverpool, you have proven yourself. If you were a dressing room now, over line up no. Boys, show him say no, show him. Different from Liverpool's dressing room altogether. Very, very different. So, and somebody there, they all kind of there no crack. But a Juman Kasankasane and Zabi Alonso as I saw Jiren Hopa. And I'm checking my brain Olympiacos game. Me answer many. Olympiacos any chances to do. It was not a dominant outcome from Real Madrid. But that's not the contest. Me as a young coach, I also feel say in as much as a Madrid a big club no, Alonso so a young coach be out to make a can home. Say so I should give nobody to Olympiacos or revert it to nature. Because I revert it to nature, Trent Bo 2. Valverde bon fifi ho Caracas be boba bia obo obia modie obono Vinicius enko bone left wing ho on katima to the right so Mbappe say also we do number 9 center forward come over everybody obi obam including even Rodrigo when obi aboma ne simutu. That's what will get him the results. Na modern day job no enkane no na masalo bia samutimi eyesei philosophers in the ideology by in the church in but this day's job so when your trophy pressure about so in this regard and it's lots pressure na ban so no and you come on you did that now pressure ban so because okochesi one striker bia a friend Isaac sa for a long time we yes ade na o ka kire obana wo fi no
bia onu maduane ye
the whole year worker omoto on say players they want to win kasemen kofo bi ma but the team e woni team Isaac yaso de coach ni attitude ni bia wo ye press conference ase ebu sa question and come die nyina che say or train a certain Isaac but this is the football na yidi hunko no Isaac wanya preseason against Nottingham Forest. It was one of the baddest moments a striker be from baddest moment 15 touches 8 passes and 6 in a kudriye. 15 touches and 2 pay opposition box. 10 games, 526 minutes. 1 goal, 1 assist for Isaac. And Yanema Hamio, because Onyan reaching the optimal level. Optimal level is around 75%. Play a BN Horma between reaching 100 before a game. But optimally, a 370 corner, doctors in the mouth, the clear say, with your cockabo. Isaac Wanya precision. And Slot shot himself in the foot by dealing wrongly with Hugo Kitike. What's a Kitike by no form?
Oh yeah. No, save Liverpool. No form from the first game in the Community Shield. One looking back.
The Jesse run one Slot to yan, and that is another blemish point on Slot in the managerial skills. No. On the American, when you touch so, how he handled a Kitike on the Jesse issue no kwano. A dent on who the manager is.
Obekano post match.
It's a big dent. So I shout at the white. Now the Tuntumbi anchor watching. Now when him, you are just so changing. Now what you crowd will be prepared. Black bird. It's a dent on him slot. How he dared to ekit a young manager in court, you know. And they said yet Ten Hag Ronaldo the other you know. Apart from tactics, we you know game in other areas so. In other areas of the game, at some point, not Fegi, as a Wenger from coaches being near from managers because upon match no crown or manager face. At first point, Obi catcher will say, manager will celebrate a club where an slot. You have a free games, 2 games, and can obejedi. But this day's job is always about resource. Pressure by Zeviso, when you're legend for Barca. Pressure by Alonso, so when you're legend for Madrid. Pressure by Lampard, so when you're legend for Chelsea. This is the modern day's job. Opa Malui Enrique won't go Paris. And you might be banaso. Resource consistency. Now, dear Amboa Ekitike, sorry, Isaac, any slot, and say, Oba back, you know. Until me fit into the lineup, no. And now man, maybe also say, but in my little opinion, I feel say. So when Timia winning games from the man no munyi di.
Oh, too early.
Early. Soon and early. When a extra time aso. Early and soon. When a extra soon aso. Because soon aso. What's a soon aso da? Did too early. Yeah, per resource. Yeah, per resource. Yeah, he has materials, he has quality, he has experience. What is left? What is left is to put yourself together and get the best from the squad. The biggest threat for every coach is to perform under pressure. A very difficult. What collective rhythm? Collective rhythm. Your time a coach will say, "Oh, me na boys na here humanity amount." Anyhow, because there's big chop and change our squad from the winning. Title winning squad no a bit more bebem Kekes in Yanfete in Kekes Jane say Bournemouth Liverpool. I felt was a Liverpool near Bournemouth. The same thing from Pong. Similarly, they haven't really fit any Liverpool who say Munja Kekes also anchor for Robertson. Yow, Maria American on a slot. The games no more man on one to me a match here. Omunyinedi. Now I have this little piece of message. Let me Estival Beshe. Obia de Estival compare la me yamano odibim. But Estival any la me yama difference difference is so clear. This is a super boy. But Buamadi will say morality and your consistency. Morality and your growth. It will more can say Estival kind Bible Emma Diachi. Oh, did you cry? You see James. I told me no about that. Son, you see Peter. Morality is never about consistency. It's never growth. And football fans, my can't we bonia to say be because my bonia. Football fans, I don't know. Oh, Pauyen, or Chinawa, you are done. Yes, I'm a Martial.
Be more.
Coffee,
be more.
Wontumi.
Football fans would always demand. Now between Lamy and Esteval, differences no ewo. Two young very huge potentials in Omoba. One has had the opportunity to demonstrate at the level of Obia person drew. What is left a consistency, and which is very normal for every young player. Say obey inconsistent in the growth in the up and coming. But the level of games Lami Abba why stand out no. Me to make finished about one. Because Obia is stand out performer after 90 minutes. Games Salami Abo, Madrid Classico Ruby, Bayern Munich, company of Diana Anuino, Atletico Madrid performances against Inter Milan. No, Medinico Euros against France. Lamine has touched the top level lights. I can't be cry lighting him. Lamine Nyadin in second top level. Touch lights now. Superstar job on second. Lamine in second way. Ballon d'Or what do you say?
Second.
Africa last time we beat Ballon d'Or 95. A free corner. What has been our best? The whole Africa. Africa, what has been our best since 95 for upon we are J, you know. That the best now man in here 22nd and third in the Honda Lamina Kwakoso. Now, do you understand this conversation? Second one, Tony Mani, Kwakoso, since upon we are the whole Africa. Lami wa macho. Me Copa Trophy because I'm crabby Brazil, my era. To say your fellas more. Yahu, Balamidi, no. Me say what touch it. Superstar light. I can't be crum. I can't be cry light. That is left. So because I could Ballon d'Or third team of the season, more yaw. No one else will be any anymore. Selection be any anymore. And now no check it. So see FIFA 11 I know me team of the way now. Yeah, FIFA na your there. Oh check here. She how my parody over there. They all have interest in these things. And I am telling you, Estival has a huge potential. Lebeba. Obia ni hormone baby obrompon kwakodru. But the reality is that I cry who dear. Lami or you different from Estival.
Mate.
And Estival will big games beer. And so ball near to that same conversation. For now the conversation in your pay.
Okay. Whoa, new, may I say, Meza?
Yes, yeah, interestingly, in Congo now they go. Now I think first of all, Meta Chidi free whatever Jean Pierre Gasparani here with AS Roma. I think for him this is inspirational, especially looking at the job boy or Atlanta. Me no Anna me believe say it is not the titles that a manager wins, Anna is cementing a legacy alone. By the kind of struggles and pain normally they go through during their lowest moments, and come fast over tennis situations, and a more a legacy no Wontumi for Fimbian Famba town, and Jean-Pierre Gasparani is one of them. You look at the choice of Claudio Ranieri, Abra free AS Roma to bring him in. Yeah, it raises a lot of eyebrows. Say Roma Jumane Ding, Wontumi sa komona na kokoso. But he comes to AS Roma, a team this season is a check even in the Liga. They've not lost more than 1 or 2 away games. Meaning it's a form no o check the Italian Serie A one at that top. Then no must have to never team the Europa League game. I think they are right on course. But where a coach me sure so the respect I would deserve it. I don't think he gets that. Because Michel Tima or building Atlanta. Duvan Zapata, Luis Muriel, Papu Gomez, Mutim no building. Then even after COVID, most of these guys left. Because Oko Itila, Kroba Kopa COVID, Niku Mokesi, Pana Begamogan.
Yeah, I'm on a helmet.
He returns them to the Champions League. Fast forward, was building another team. Edison Mobo. And share quality. Our producer, Abuatete the Italian national team, Scavini. Now, this is a top class coach. By said ye be a mechanical. Football will be a tria will be a car. Or one particular coach, I mean, to me say in the next future, was a football team when the military and I say trophy with J Nefa. And that is what I'm looking forward to. At Atlanta, Otimibo season or Betoso second, third. Na AC afano wakoje, na Inter afano wakoje. That has been the story. The near moment FC for him. September be who be an annual match regard the mano. But I think for now, football should look at him and reward him for a longer period. He's an ever experienced coach. We're stabilizing Roma team, no. We're my individual players may perform so well consistently. I think he can do better for them. This is just by the way I'm a debo Gianpiero Gasperani Abaso. But I think another story no interest umkesi pani Ibrahim Akunate issue no. Now Real Madrid say omo pull out. Now omo sign Ibrahim Akunate for 2026. Now yeah, more questions be beside that particular story now about Monteno. In the first place, Real Madrid and Casanova eager said they will pay money and pick Ibrahim Akunate now.
So when it be or running out, say one season aka. Give you a credit and come between. And as I'm come train sign for free.
Yeah.
Now reading for free no crown. I say it's a modern money so form.
Yeah. Is it the context of a modern money or form near Adebakwa? You be rem. And it's a Kunate nyadie. You bet him I say player away nyadie. You bet him so I catch say player away in the form about form. Then San your mom you share we are looking forward to say. Is there light at the end of the tunnel? Say season in the form that Ibrahim Akunate. Is he one of the best defenders in the world? But Real Madrid pulling out of this particular deal makes me question: say, are the way any media friends in common kitty be na asa mo person mo di anakwa number be dia because in the first place, Real Madrid were interested in Ibrahim Akunate. I know, but yeah, I don't think they are actually pushed to a certain limit to say Ibrahim Akunate where they by hook or crook or say a foul by 2026. Then Liverpool are also there. So now, Real Madrid they pull out there. Yes, you know contract extensions. You know, but to me, I believe the whole form of Liverpool team are affected every single player. Are also a team. It will be to me when you are catching Mohamed Salah. By form, ne form. Yaw, me the statistics be ascend Shadrach. Me perceive share Ibrahim Akunate last season, any this season. The greatest quality of Ibrahim Akunate me de menu here no from RB Leipzig. Ede ba yaw. Obe kasa about the level of interceptions. Obe kasa about the area ability. No kasa about the passing. Yaw, this is a 90-minute kind of statistics near Babeshawa I say. It's not about the whole season, but per 90 minutes. Now you look closely at the two statistics, and you believe that said the year portray Ibrahim Akunate no. Ya when me say your mama be nte saa. Nemum omo use no as a scapegoat in some of these discussions. Yes. Yaw, me no se me hwe defender and you man who hear me pa de edi kan. Yaw, one come befa so be defend because that is his basic duty. Then number two, when the team is in possession, it's very important to understand because when Liverpool wants to build from the back, last season, Ibrahim Akunate, the whole of last season per every single 90 minutes, attempted 66% passes. This season a 66.7. Your more season in really. Passing accuracy, 90.3 the whole of last season per 90 minutes. This is your most season in 90.36. Duels contested, your players may bring Johnny free duels on man. You can't duels contested, and your duels say a form on a throw any form ya kabum. See a boba to my player band be move Takubi. Last season, 7.3 for Ibrahim Akunate. The whole of the season per every single 90 minutes. One contested duel be a corner, 7.3. This season about 12 games per year, say 10.2. So Kunate is not running away from duels. Rather, he's being brave. Despite Liverpool's form, to contest and contest well. Then tackles made last season per every single 90 minutes, like 1.5. This season is now 1.7. Last month tackles the same as last season. This is one tackle be area doors are straight here. Bobo no Koreama
last season per 90 minutes now 70.75. This season 71.19. Ground duels contested. A form the na here bono onyane. Last season 90 minutes in the 3.6. This season 4.8. Ground duels won. Last season 2.2. This season 2.8. Ground duels success rate. Last season 61.37. This season 57.69. So the difference here is Konate has not lost his bravery. Konate is not running away from duels. Konate is not running away from tackles. He's not running away from interceptions. Name the success rate now also when it comes to going in for such tackles, and I yaw above from kakra, which I believe is a loss of form and focus. Clearances. This season Konate Jina 6.3. Last season 4.4. Interception for last season and this season the same thing. This is in block shots were improving upon last season. Ball recoveries in a form for Konate. Possession lost a form for Konate. Yeah, he's been made to look like on the worst ever centre back of Liverpool this season. But there's Virgil van Dijk. There's Virgil van Dijk. You soon just one and anime Harry. Karaga sorry I could not intimiate to us more my when a best sorry I could not quine. To even an extent say a section of some Liverpool fans believes they could not say one Real Madrid na the contract no my extend your munyana quine. Yeah.
Some fools say too much.
When I go fanaba. By Virgil van Dijk the Ontina no more. Yeah, they have not been fair to Ibrahima Konate per the statistics. He may not be in top form, but he's not the worst centre back for Liverpool this season. I would say that it is rather Virgil van Dijk who is the worst centre back for Liverpool this season. Yes. Yes. Mutu tuasha boy no kondodo. For this season, Virgil van Dijk has not been better than Ibrahima Konate. And Van Dijk therefore he has a captain. And the qualities are clear. Say yeah, Abrante we mo man the time kakra bia. Form nessa pick and the whole team ni pick former. He'll be back to his best. Last season no no. Ana Kamuja Alexander Trentan or the Virgil van Dijk came and Liverpool be consider 50 billion. But this guy a loss of form keke yeah, and I once said during the October more baby no onya injury situations big kakra towards the international break Wakwaba he's trying to fit in, but I don't know the reason why Real Madrid has actually pulled out. But yeah, it could be different things, but me just say form pan Real Madrid dance okay, and I said there are several players I out to me when they say way there no matter who is within the bar and you might be to pick their man, especially in the environment we want to create. Yeah. What am I say? But I think Real Madrid might have different options that they want to look at and say no, this is a player just maybe, yeah, you find to change kakra. Near share the other ones, no, you do man intimate resource in Fabre. I think that is where the focus is. Yeah, around we see 2 days in here. On see training. Amuko twa amuko mu arao. So aton rem. So aton bayaw. Yeni sankomo we very important. Sometimes our emotions override critical thinking. Not only footballers and a to be emotions override their critical thinking, but definitely sometimes fans and the supporters of clubs it happens. The reason why it happens that when it's a football an emotional game, yaw obitimi na kuma nyina ye dey etoso. I've seen football kill people due to the kind of results he PM. And I've seen football also manipulate me jina ni abroswa so terrible because any abano endorse bebre to be kaya Thomas Amoja and say penalty no some of the Ghanaians excuses of one say hey kasa wanya shebo na kanipa be wuo kanipa. Why is it that way? Because football is an emotional sport. But yeah, we need to also understand that these guys are human beings. Before they became footballers. Every single footballer makes a mistake. Every single footballer, I want a bad aspect to it. But the moment it turns into abuse, you see, there's a thin line between constructive criticism and abuse. Thin line here say what tra na say nipa no ne ho ye wahia boroso ma wo attack nipa na nkasa personality aside the dwuma na wo ye no ho no, then it becomes an abuse. Yeah, some of the things that have gone on within the last few days for Arao, I cannot say obi ade no ye ne di se fata se na wo so ye dabi. Yeah, me, I was the first person to even say here say I don't know Arao ko ye no captain en yesa. Because on a big night like a Champions League like that against Chelsea, you don't commit yourself to certain tackles and the Kasabian and Kofa card in Fambro. And your first time against Paris Saint-Germain in the crucial game Okoye be Manisi. Yeah, the trait no. But there are certain things about him. Just maybe you know him as a footballer, but you don't know him personally. Yeah, somebody might knew you as a presenter, but only more. Said there were TV issues be. Said there were doing TV issues be. The person has absolutely zero idea of it. Yeah. Zero idea.
Yes.
Then before game no and now back to the studio crowd bibia koso wa bra bomu ayaw o dia ba studio ha say ba wo kasa. When you my bossa, there are times I know people don't even see your face. But your mama can't say, but to be out to me, you say, now, because you may cost you trim doors to me. But you forget yourself a little bit, and somebody will be like, oh, crowd, and now, crowd, what's out of now, crowd. But yeah, what people go through before they come onto the field to come and deliver. There's a Newton and Steve, they spend more time around players than anybody, including even Ghanaian players.
Omodiano cry sometimes it drew baby at Zara Omodian Zeno. So ona o console will be a no as only former. Also quite of former when also on
one soon I was a show cry. Yow, whatever Rao did in that game was not good. There were here chamuni binye. But yow, sometimes we should understand these boys are human beings before they became players.
Okay.
There's a busa say. And you're quite we are said the Messi and a Ronaldo Faso.
We got to guys in Ronaldo in Bobo.
Oh, what I say? And me now go to
no, maybe person I shall say. You drew home as I
knew. I remember the time Ronaldo nya an issue with Nebano, Tamano, Manchester United. No. And there were a session of some Manchester United fans who did not even know say that Ronaldo nya akrabi issues anti ama United ne kran ball ebi mu fa na normal but yaw otna se now dwen wo I said to some people say no, Ronaldo is a father or wayere but didn't appear ba no and France because nipa ne kwatena kira adwen odwen is different oba park ne so is different.
Who say yes ya wo show ho den wow because for instance if my psychologist by 100 now do feel so mo kan ho
the ama metem say menye sure say biara ho no be full so when it mattered most na makudi red card why be 2 seasons ago ama on one teammate Gundogan criticizing no post match since then no mo kan say na Gundogan be there because had e nya sa just last season against Inter Milan Obianim se born a draw ye extra born tiafa so now for one gasa opposite number that is Achebi abeshi with him now generally chi no mo no ball ahye na this season so yasa ball armband so I say ono abebusa no say why always me because menye sure so be na so could red card na wa maybe a bass and one down
me mate me say say me ne ya adwene pa de o kan no kra o ka bi office o kra no na me say on ka bi ba nyina ne nam ho nyina mental health yeah, no more than what's the war? This is all better. I will never be a machine on the check on the show on Sana.
area check pressure no your friend is simple
pressure machine
we can say papa because here dum na do bi obetwam bi afa ne sa hyem e ha de
better head to a wo krom wa
na anyere no ho
ya bu nya mo house mo kan ho
o se de no mo kan say
o de ya bo need to say ara ho on start na so obebo
adana John ball penalty no twetwe first one me catch one say second one no confide e yo no ani nkura show psychologist be no let from John sa kofa ball na sa akobo ahye
well Steve Bray now also when is the Bray
what Bray
that's so Bray here where is it
ko di can lose
oguso Bray
and you may not deliver for Manchester Rens what PSG Eindhoven
oguso Bray
Steve Boko there
Amiado Sunderland or Hunty Omuna make your money
Sunderland free
I've Sunderland here me second in England until Omuna make your
into
Bara ho nya de okikeke kana mudi wo wiase no ebi bro wiki bia na achichira to account mu mental health
we teach got to account mu janji
mo bia metena se new intimi funny face the intimi control ha so we hana wo mental health ka chiro mzo munya o kana omutua wo no munya na de ho bezo okoye hu okru
de gotna
yeah hana we mental health wiki bia sesa
ni ba so di salary
asesa
tomorrow when you weekly wages
onya de okeka no no kwasem ne za kwa no modern mu aba e modern mu aba fom pa bona o bono mo fa nko mental health yeah weekend young I was a football assigned Konechi to the days of 2004 Banner. Current football experience I go back to that time. Into one area be of much importance to me. So say I can out and out goal scorers to that Henry Moye, Yenya Didier Drogba, Yakubu Aigbeni Mo chef for Everton. We are back to that era no. And one area those times na edimut into my pa the midfield. Now say no in world football Arsenal the benchmark or quality football dominance they are not because of omu wini bibi but make a season they are the best team in Europe right now. So Chelsea and Arsenal will a date this weekend. Now, aside strikers, in the team can be brain form because Delap, Pedro, Gyökeres, and the likes, and a lot of topics to discuss. But one area back in 2004 up to 2010, you discuss a lot, no, in the midfield area. So that is where I want to look at. And I think new or one of us now discussing about a complete midfielder, Yenyano or Declan Rice. Messiah and some kind say no Kaisedo no obi a nim position no bocheno. So Emma sa encounter we know a spice on it up. The Enzo Kaisedo, Zubimendi and then Declan Rice. Back then, you Lampard, Michael Essien, Michael Ballack, maybe you will share Paul Scholes, Darren Fletcher, or Michael Carrick. Nigeria, then soon Alonso more the number, baby. And your honey has a drew beam. Chelsea, from the back of defeating Barcelona, buoyed by that margin of goals now, Moshe. Arsenal so aye against an European behemoth in Bayern Munich. So Emma the platform for the best of the best Arsenal, Chelsea, Manchester United over the years. It will not get any better than this. Beating Bayern. Now we Enrique Mujinanche Guardiola. Omo de hu de ombeso mu ye bi eni se Mourinho the team big trophy. I not surprising to anybody. But the share managers, in as much as the players be not the only team I am football, equally share managers. How many about climbing up to that level? So the eyeballs in India around Mikel Arteta, share Enzo Maresca, na share Vasson Company. And now actually company actually 3 emphatic victory. There comes Maresca. Omunyina also our thing in common, the connection with Pep Guardiola. How are they going to mash up in this particular encounter? But me dear, measure the Enzo Caicedo, Declan Rice, whoever comes on top. 2 midfield teams here, they will be dominant on the day and they will win game. No, any game will be ending in a draw. But a battle of the midfielders. Send you who in the past, no, and many how Arsenal's team are building mentality, are building confidence in matches. Ordinarily, in this fixture, now they will go with a weak mentality, but they are confident. Say now they are the team to beat. So if Chelsea are able to win this game, I wouldn't want to see Chelsea say, "Oh, the blackout moments in the game." So we need to as our corner Sunderland the version. Chelsea are a team are primed. Equally, they can also challenge for a title, because you can't be the world champion and be giving us an inconsistent performance. That is not what I want to see from Chelsea. But we can lead here. Maybe how the Chelsea and Arsenal midfield every dictate the game. No? Whatever the outcome is, every determine how the two teams every perform it for the rest of the season. Maresca say, guy near friend say Estival, maybe can't ask him I think a week ago. Say if he owns that position, the right winger, Chelsea build it brick by brick, and now they will have a very good foundation for the future. And against Barcelona, you say Lamine Yamal away. You call World Cup 2022. Saudi Arabia for the share Argentina. I say where is Messi? Baby, you have a Fabia and a tagline number. Baby, where is Messi? So they are asking, say, where was Lamine Yamal? You see, because of how brilliant Ronaldo and Messi you know, and the Omoma football ne fair then we are always in the search for who becomes the next duo.
Yeah.
One share you be yearning for that, but we might never have it in the way those two guys did it. They are the cream of the elite. Share. One share better say they are aliens. No more visiting. Those guys, new man no more yet. Obi Timisha 91 goals in a calendar year.
Yes, yeah.
Wabra strikers booby. Now drop by 15 in a season. Ivory Coast were manning 10 hujai. So these two need a ABA in. But these two players, Estival and then Lamine Yamal, am a reason to enjoy their game. But some me a reason to enjoy their game for that span now. Maresca, I should say 10 years, or more than the new Messi and Ronaldo media. Imagine almost so. Intimania Jdia. New cars are some more than penalty and on one mental toughness.
O mawusa manfo kra de ba se masa arahu ni nya no nko bisahare magwa so ye ne se ko magwa kra je amba no omo se fade ne bra ye woro o se me ye captain se masa ye woro armband o san call bench o ye be ton was me nko o be ko was me nko last minute magwa ne West Ham wi on that so to was me timo so do be man you for no bona magwa mo bi o mo se go muti
magwa na no ho yobobo
magwa se man ka Chelsea pe no o refi
anam se na no ho yobobo ala
no magwa no de mo na ho no nye o
oh David nam se na no ho yobobo
o na no ho mobo
e se no
it na nga me Chelsea bailing me out because magwa
it aro o so mobo
mo na mo bailing out
oh o refi ayi Tuchel last minute
ena me make say obam ho a no
na befa because when one obi a oni mba wako obi ano wosa
onyanko ya
obayanka afa
badi ashili de muri yani
ona se na no ye ni Liverpool wa badi ashili ye hono de ye ntwemo e be soja gu so
mental health for the one mental wo ni
omo so onko bi sara onya na o magba akura no na mo
nti Araujo de ne de ontimi weka ya tete sansem ni mu bia na ayana I think that observe Adibi, or ska, if he has Kawumpa, yes, any person team bebrays ara.
Oh, I don't know.
They will say, I'm what your team,
Mammy,
I'm a super gentle.
As soon as solemn.
A
solemn, yeah, the work was baby, a cafe, Nino, yet team because fair quay. problems na no was solve no on solve we why ni be di na dia solve amaye ti so ni bebrebe sa na anya yo kafa
say aye ba kwa se mama mi so ko jenu bo nsu ye lumba
ayi wakam ene ye mama am say konadu
omo musu ka upe bia ha ya benya omo ga so obi
ne no mo fere so ya say di entia but ya wa champion mo fie wa ka ba ti say dede no wasro pa anya bibia o aye kafa na di otia yi akopie Barcelona boys ni bebre wo krumo mu ni ball no bo chen wo but the geography of our very existence our opportunity it was a mental line Mr. Man buckle up na ko boy so
man from England you know create still
yeah he played through the criticism
based in Greenwood
yes
Greenwood na is league one top scorer
it's a free on say oh ya na my adwen
it's o nyina ma ho mo bana
no o say obi anda so obi amobo obi mo but the me ya no my adwen say do baby sometimes one also left home
a top level
yeah you nim say na dwuma away
either you stay there or you drop
level
no so
what tie what me ba no aye wodwuma obi ti abonto so o nya de now what is the same person betena ha so musa no mane maame ane bia ne so abi ko ntimi
and when manager so how they put in
said obi criticize obi adwuma no sa obi na de car driver yi twi you understand so also babo basa ne dia you no mo mo so hu so obo basa no it comes with it
now na ma brofo no it comes with it now we boy our pilot on you see for na ya me kohwe omo etwi
ara dia ya osu
ya na me pese me kohwe omo etwi flight no
ade dia ya osu
no crow ya lanje bia
remember they are human beings
ya na ma dwene me say na ye twi akra kuma se kura se ne kwan su tie linti small gay so free Philippines on na dia na wiem you have to be very honest ya na mo say adwene na nyame de ma ye no obia o de odede de ye
gram say wo mental
ye
Yao.
Alabama tenting ground
me fa wasa kwan so ekwan amanfu twa ko pese umbenya netie ni bia ko horo so umbenya gold ni bia na wote habo Barcelona yetia o euros Laporte ba ikrada musala wentam ya no matia ma now modern moko form na amanfu kan o se o mu abuse mental why when you baby a upie ni tia Titanka Ghana League by Denzel Ubenya team be starting 11. Born now Boma Barcelona. The modern barber form pa because I saw Araujo to be the next or Nick Van Dijk beat me because of the stature BBR. But the OE because Barcelona team no say no challenge for centre back no more also. Think also only position. But the OE there. Is that inya mental we know what na bibiri yes kaje nkwa ja mental you know and slot no as a mo kekanin SMP now football period be or ha club will be successful into the Barcelona enyen they are having a wonderful manager and ni kwan so man ko waste they need to provide him with the material before Barcelona enjoy success I want a period that one Barca be ejuma Liverpool so every trenches in more bedroom baby or modri a period that they need to enjoy whatever and sign a period in action but we the quality any sika Liverpool are spending a success story no and you can say end it see there should be continuity now and it's not no top players no can send the all yin I was thinking say he had something under his sleeves. But the Oyepa, he seems to be like Obia. He doesn't know how he will fix the whole mess.
Wow.
Because he hasn't been at the elite level, managing the elite class for a long time. It's the all common. When I sit back, you need some charisma, you need some experience to handle this situation. The new thing had the Biana Nona was a Yamane team Cascabi or bread. Okay, Coach Opele. Only thing about formation be or how so more striker a 9-1 being formation be. You really not done a tray. Or the same you know one or football no, you need experience. Now they are in your man. But so the hierarchy ni players na Liverpool na ntimi the only group bit me abua manager way are the players. Nobody else can help. So almost went to me and he has no business being at Liverpool. Last season he was doing very well. Yeah, applauded him for what he did. But the only NHM say he doesn't understand the situation at the club. Because consistently in games, no, Liverpool are not improving in any of the situations there. Goal scoring, they are not improving. Defensively, they are not improving. So he seemed not to be in understanding the situation at Liverpool from where I sit. This is a Liverpool and Jessica and your quality players. Any other team would want to have the names Liverpool ever. So ni kwa so mama that period no go waste. It won't the pim so me no na hwe they are. They should just open the exit door for him because they can't waste this period. 450 million pounds kitty in the history of Liverpool omunye bi da. Prepare 14 pa and the ne sika akwa abonten. This is how the gentleman is using it. So media, I am all for it. If he's able to turn the tides, fair enough.
Okay.
But when in the immediate term, it will be fair for Liverpool to sack him.
Mate. Paul.
Chamai. Yes, FM free Premier League Command Center na Ruta natural product adama ani atena seden sempane nyina and also etira be nonya miensa yo Ruta mixture na adoi eboa ne mpo atumi aboa ye akon malaria etu ase deku and also etu ediama afi Ruta live na eboa ne mpo just improve blood circulation no and also etu na sana ba system no so betima gina brande afi Ruta tonic and eboa na typhoid fever and also team edia fruits into the answer obekwa kwadu nupa miensa bi na wanom na bibia akokama team da FDA for agile tumba bi etondo bi akwa won sanso ebetimi akabe 0244485632 na nom enso atimi akasa tabia heba company industry semenka enfanche Ghana for na say tabia takum no weekend in confronta free bi na mo fanko shesha mo matches na bibia etim kokama beta free be me eta free sans ebeboa na mpo olebedo atenka sama article ni nyina no enum enso atimi gina brand afei se bia onso so de an eyoba anaposa bema wa emre enos etu on pe tafreta akum bi ebeboa ye pa tabia ba mixture no makacho some malaria jaundice typhoid and menstrual disorders ehuna na ejane kono kope dro bi enu mesanse ba bi eton dro bi organ bi akwa wosa ebeka enupai bi mesho just tabia ba company industries ewa putoja kubase lake road on ya wa ye bojuma 0243686861 now no mo ensuet me edi nkomo and da so heba clinical elder doctor Usu Edano say menka fantos wani no pressure and waso sanso ana bia ade ben wa uhu sanso ana de wa kire uhu ya tro crocodile uhu ya wase crocodile esanse na nusu enu bisi sa meso say bia glaucoma ete ns wani so amesrew ko eda usu no so antimi sa ya de na bibia so antimi enkoka wono de o the spectacle ekwa obewubum on fasikan enka wani no wode aduro ana besa ama bia ayekama eno enso atimi ediama fonichem enso etu atakrade your port quarters ebe agbusha porter girls and what Kumasi Quadraso Estate Park and Impo Accra or Tabora Alaji Walako Junction ho ana other usua wabo juma 0559901234 next on penny for and sweat makasa 3p garlic mixture makachos ewojaso sedre eya dupa na e boy sense ekuta vitamins and minerals a boni pedua amani pedua no so etimi cp esita and ntimene wa ankabakwa kopa bisesia na mesometimi anu mesanse bebo na boost immune system na amabians etwa kama enu achimane kwa feature but wish ajesh mame anti ani ade nyina no enu so atie enso betimetu enso etumi ediama afi onan eye titiriti stroke anodua ya de asthma techewa enu so etmatitu na TP garlic mixture ena be say ade enso etumi diama ba bi eto ndo bia akwa wo sabeka 3p garlic mixture na kai na se 3p garlic mixture no glass bottle man tin eye kokko garlic no eye kokko anu so etumi dalebo no ho a ana bibia so etwa kama ntia no akai na oswe twa kope bianum 024892 8824 nane mpanimfoɔ nso etima kasa emulate herbal supplement nso etimi odwa so na we Kantaka pharmaceutical and anempo research center anomo ade adroi nso etimi daba FD4 nso etimi agiatum abeboa ma dada niam bia wo ye bia nso etimi akokama ewe nipadua no nso etimi dama support immune system no emani gina brand mo so da ebia moto ma yade bia ka ma na etwom de makonsia bi nyina no mesel mo kopa emulate herbal supplement ni benom abeboa mo ama bia etima koyi so etimi dama me pacho se ne upe bia to a be bia to adwo organ bia okwa won sanso ebetia ka emulate herbal supplement ni bi na onso etima yisu ama bia ay kama eno onso etimi ede ama aya no aka so ne mpanimfo ebekasa ewa matufo so 0535 112 873 na so ne mpanimfo eno onso etima kasa fancy yen sose emfam free nese nei aya dese Ghana Premier League ni mo won se ye wramu se ya na ye didi nkomo ye share general start it is shadow ebe project general start of the Ghana Premier League and so etimi edi atoso eno aye March the 11 edi ana ya duna we say na koye say Ghana Premier League nya bo 99 matches ana ya bo we kotoko outstanding game obo na no Wednesday na o de kanwa ya bo 99 matches and mpacho ya bo home wins no akwakwa 54 away wins 13 draw ewom ensom ethim 32 goals yase 193 goals and yase home goals no enso etimi 129 and yase away no enso etimi nese 64 and mpo half time goals no ahuri eko nese 89 ya don sempa ensema ya tie for second half goals no enso ahuri ko 104 afa yellow cards abeme 355 red cards 14 23 penalty awarded 23 penalty awarded emu 20 yase emu 3 ane yase no on goals abem enso etimi 9 ya toa so adama ya tie for yanko most home goal anampo se home wins na yeni nkomo kakra na bibia etimi ko esanse eno so uram ho no ma enema so etima ko yepa eno adama both aya clubs a omo so wini amantote no eno enso etima ko ebu on mo tena fia na otwefa ne bo sa ba chia fa ne bo bekom 1 na wase na the kosa enti Shadrack project mamena yanto aso mfama ya tiefo sanse anom enso etimi kan bi sanse ukokopie ma sa ness home wins no anom enso etimi basa no ema na away wins na ready a yanya nwa adwuma home wins no bibia ni Gold Stars say Gold Stars any out of Lions any aduana omatai e wosoro omu mate so mabo ofie no mako enum omawini ni nyina sanso ana Mediama Sporting Club afa FC Samates Kayala United Young Apostles V anampo Kayala United Samates Mediama womo awini 4-4-4-4 enempo Young Apostles Vision Brokum aya Chelsea Asante Kotoko womo nyana awini 3-3 yansha away no na yansha sede nyema enso esiako away no enie Hatterfolk enedikan wawini away makomakom yensa ediana 2 Kotoko 2 sanso ana Mediama awini 2 Heart of Lions Young Apostles enempo club and D enso Gold Stars Suedo All Blacks munyano womo awini 1-1 ya don sempa ema yeti for afa Shadrack mame most draws are etima bam na yeni nkomo kakra na ohwe draws and also etima bam teams a womo enso etimi nya drop obi won ma the chance on onhye ono so oma onhye ne da kwan bia so e de also gen 1 point na bibia so etimi ekokama na eno so no uwura ma the chance said Diana Stars mu won bi Hatterfolk enedikan one of their draw masters win draw no bako ensia and also folk enso etima bo afa Kotoko any Samates Vision will be a draw no 5-5 as well as Hoho United omunyan 5-5 Kayala United Nations FC Heart of Lion Mediama anabechem obi a 5-4 each ya don sempa ema ya tie for afei yemram players ni mo na yeni komo kakra most assist Ghana yem Premier League ni mo no fancy say Ghana yem Premier League na se kwa na ekọ kwa ana ade no enso etimako na hwe most assist and etimaba this season Abrancha ni did Solomon Ajay ebone bo Edema FC Samates one 4 afei Berma Ba Gold Stars 4 assists remember Boateng Diana one 4 afei Peter Amidu Akwa Sante Kotoko 3 ana Richmond Insia aya Koka Young Apostles ono so register 3 assists yenhwe goal king chart no na yeni nkomo famfro na bibia so entimi enkokama goal king chart no so the channel Samuel Atakumi ebone bo Edema bibia ni Gold Stars as 6 Emmanuel aya ano our Nations FC as 6, Emmanuel Marfo as 6 for Diana, Richmond Opoku, Young Apostles about 5, and then put Blessed Edge and so about 4 goals are yade sansam and so 8 mediama tier form. Bless Ege, one about another 4 goals. I don't say no. Emma, your tear for Fay, Young share a red cast, most red cast. Now, fancy him say this season, Team BN were the 3 red cast. Let's just say a banner say discipliner teams no, and Nema Kuipa. A Diana Stars were the 2. Vision 2, Hawaii 2, 11 Wonders Ewo 2, Brekum Chelsea Basaka Nations, Heart of Folk, Sansta Young Apostles, and Swedro Ubiawa 1-1-1 into Sha. Nessa, other compare teams are Yabona, et cetera. Say teams no discipline and so 8 Maya Juma. Shadrach Mami this weekend, na yenim Komokakra games are Airbaso. Now this weekend, Namibo China and Bibians 8 ma starte, Amanto Channel and so 8 ma Kama. Now Okoko PM and so 8 this weekend, matches are 8 ma and House of Folk. Ebo fie na obo ediatia Vision FC and so it to University of Ghana Legon say how to fuck Boboko no say say am no ka say fancy o ma say home I so ma free cry Accra Sports Stadium ho ekọ Legon I'm sure Accra Sports Stadium mu ma de so a che say ene man sadan koye sa anom enso team form am na yem fan tudwa anom enso team form ya tefo say wunya kokopiem enso etimo kotokwa wo bo nyame adma Sunday 4 p.m. against Mediama. 2 matches America Bonyan Air live games are Ebeba Ama Sweat Mania Biashe, Sweden All Blacks 3 p.m. Sunday, one Young Apostles and Babo, Basaka Holy Stars, Ebo Nations FC, Gold Stars and your Diana a big game. The match between Newton Pitalati and Afe Collins Bishop Atapoku. Yes, we know a big game. Sana se ya to match ni din enti anuanum yenu tokwa ye hwese de nema ko Becha United ene ho United wana na Fosuji Abo Park eno ati Golden City Park e Brekum Chelsea Bosamates a big game na fancy this weekend no Kadem Young referees na appointment pa.
Wow.
Yeah. Kadem Young for na appointment pa a say enema Asia ko kama enso etuo na okokopiema branch ani din ade Alex Amoaben wono ebegyinam match between Asante Kotoko and Mediama. One hour 21 years. 21 years on the Dasono. Or Kotoko any Mediama on the bedi. 21-year-old guy when the bedi. Sanso Anna has a 4 game at Albono. 23-year-old catch them young referee. I found Nana Kofi Amwa. 1 year. Nana Dasono 23 years. Ono so na kwa kodisa game no. Oko Brekum Chelsea. Akwadana oko school. Enso etimi ewo Navrongo senior high school be di Kotoko any Nations game no yes ono enya appointment onu nie ono na ba be di game against Brekum Chelsea and Samates enti Kadem Young referees no this weekend o manya appointment pan fon kwa no magbo man mase chese grad ba no o ma ye adwuma ne kama ama toto ya no so to kama pan fon go man mate ese pan fon nkora ne trom fa bo so because nkora no kwa o mu ye adwuma kama ama bians etimi koya ya don sam no anos eti da me atie for game aso ebetimi aba ama bians eto kama na games eba so no Abranche Sharif goalkeeper enso edema house of bobo ekro no na Sharif anya bisa house of folk say born dia mo bo na mo final third no enye se o bo anase bia out bench na we team na e die ana wo Sharif wo su na branch no ene nkomo wi ejaye.
We are on the good path, but then we are just not really clinical the last third. But I think we are putting in the work so that we can change the narration of our story.
Great.
But as I said earlier,
and also if one man sweat me there by Yanko football club and D and so there as a folk Jinawana opinion and D as a Masao did Dramani Akasaka cry and so their former gamer woman so Ekokobo Ediatia club by a friend Vision FC.
It's a league of transitions, and so I think we have to think about how the turnovers will come. Anytime we are attacking, we need to build on our attacking balance so that we can be able to manage the opponent's possibility of going on the transitions. And so a lot has been put in sessions where we have to push on endurance, where we needed to do some corrections in terms of our build-up play to break through, also our defensive setup.
Player your friend Mesak one upon the ball and so at the football club by your friend Vision FC last season or Sasso Folk ɔse this season kwan bia so ɔbɛsa hyɛ ɛde atia asofo yɛntie nsɛm a abranchan ɛde to dwa.
I think Sago my first game playing against Asofo, the first time. So me went to me fee. And I did it last season, so I believe I can do it this coming Saturday. I think I say me personally, me performing here pa. I mean twin goals. Mood network camp pa
kakra abranchan ade atuja feyen rem e wasante kotoko nyame adoma Sunday kotoko ne mediama e bobo chairman Solomon Ofosuware wono ena chairman tia e supporters na no chairman Solo e message e de ma supporters so players na yo ma fam de akasa supporters Elba Stadium na we chia boys no na bibia akokama chairman Solo e kasa
it's a very good concept. How these guys develop into the kind of referees are here penal and now ejina so yen central for ya no aye de kan sempa ye fan kan sempa form. Then we need to also scrutinize so well. Said about 21 years, 19 years, 23 years, all the pressure command yo senior referee for no grano. Well, you see a pound reference, na I be ho. But in you know, yeah, I'm trying to protect you on how an impact for the dealers the same way in your first of all, naturally there will be errors. That's not to say something for to me in genuine errors, but because of instance someone SCC pencil. And nam and see how bad this term and nas and then sense we've lost faith in those referees for now at be and then say me adoma Collins money Daniela money other referees are mudi no be brain kono omo peke eba and as say no catch them young for so but this is a reality now. Bakoko di ya ne bomen kai kakra ordinations and akotoko game no abranka say this time we are free.
The Okodi Brekum Chelsea in summer text game.
And then the other two games are about time ball other guys in the yes. So sentence no kono. Look, Messiah, this referee now di nations kotokono. So wakwa could di Brekum and a summer text make away the actually say venue of the game nunti. Mimi who game say difficult than nations in the Kotoko. We know
the Adongo and Julius Akrugu Senior High School.
Akrugu. Ne papa referee.
On a bedi
ne papa referee, former referee.
Samatex.
The venue of the game no. And my game near day see the Okodi. 2 or Sasso handled 2 past winners. Brekum ne samate so many past ways. Nations the category was a bit different. So or ya the first one, but there's always the chase for consistency from the fans, from everybody, including ourselves. Yes, nations the category na many ho na baby and biano obi ebo abaso. When I had access to clips and so decisions I was reminding you say Brekum Venino. And this Samatex now all back no form of movement intino. With Samatex having a former coach of Brekum Chelsea in Christopher Annie, it places more light on the game. And Tenshika cry Golden City Hall for every referee, including Hansen. That venue and a referee referee okay that commentary no. So Golden City is a hot ground. It's why I did our brankese, but it is always +1 each game. Kakram de besi on no. Me check here as folks. I said to about time they buy on away record no. I asked myself one question: say, why have they not been performing at home? No,
that's quite. That's the last season. Economy one of the best performing sides away. Yeah.
Why is that not sinking so much war with home matches? No.
Simple. And they ball a crab in some side of call Legon.
First time this season. But Madrid say a crab no. And Shadanya has home pass first one amount for who be. And to be a typical pie draw no co. What would your person channel? Oh, check out starting one. Draw so. And now but draw me no. Wouldn't how many points about to go? To 4 now to go. But so we need back now lose 2 on your 3 points. So Baba draw me 2 points. It won't take Grana draw. Has a folk I crash posted him. I feel said, Managerial said no. I had the microphone. They are playing with a mentality of neutrality, kind of, and you're moving colleague on stadium. It will do them good. It will do them good because ultimately with the free games that were away. You know how many games you are talking about? And so about time catch them, I spoke about 6 draws. 6 draws will be up to 12 points now to a goal. So Managerial said they are on course doing something well. Pressure now fans and more the back coaches and all that. It's a big club in TNDBC. But talking about performance there, Nemum, we win and Embano. And no na Managerial also say a class posted on Mumuno and an amount for you mobile. A beer legon ebesesa. A beer legon besesa. Now, yes, and then I'm making Yaushadi topmost draws. Has for 6. It is 6 means what to 2 ready to go 12 points and out to go. And if you add someone winning me and somewhere where you league in your body, because why winning me and somewhere where you know what it means. So has a focus mobile somebody. Listen to this from me, y'all. Big game this weekend, you know. Eyako is a 2. Fixtures, you know, Shadrack and rolling a shim kakra. Eyako is a 2. Mediama Kotoko a game. I also catch them young another game. Catch 4 p.m. Oh Babayara. A match papa. This is in only opponent and I say team of the bottom from pa. A mediama. Na Kotoko asasa Nentoma kakra. From possession inclined side to a more direct nature. And the coach is it too. So only from Ogumhobano, not Kotoko passe. Our build up were more tailored, more short passing sequences. From a children, you can always see say second phase will be involved in Team Manu or Justice Blay or Chedramana. And Sanya connecting to the final third with Fege or Bella. That was in the days of Coach Ogumuno. More measured build up. First phase, second phase. You can always analyze the phases. Bako Zito, you know, defense or 1, 2, 3, we go. 1, 2, 3, we go. So they come up against a very contrasting opponent. This season, that is Zito. But for Tanko or the ball, the baby to from up on the paper. No matter switch flanks or Kevin Kroma, the refugio on the wingers, you know, in FIFA or God knows Japasu, Manuel Mante, FIFA, Prosper Owusu, Blaster Material. Who holds that boy from Kotoko? And then the man could say today, Larry, that was from no. Now, the other day I was telling you, Chelsea Bassa game, no, me catch you say, any method battle, what defense may stay resolute, you know. When I watch chance over win this game, okay? Yeah. Kotoko, ne mediama game, no, a midfield game. If you win the midfield, you win the game. Kotoko, ne mediama game 4 p.m. Yakopo Yadma Sunday.
Who means 1 hour midfield, an option on a day.
But because midfield, mediama midfield 2, Eura national team. Oh no. But Hillary could you set so form pa. But the midfield will win the game. Kotoko can never boast somebody attacking a win the game. Who is the leader of that attack? Abatamo ko anymore toothless. Kwampoku who the form no baby alpha. And you make fans in a camamity. Now the money ashes so Kwampoku for Atiko. Yo, I don't know why at this point of the season Kotoko can lose and wait like Abatamo, but we are not going back. What I want to put across and say the final third, you know, chances on being an Eka Krabi. So if Kotoko wants to really stay in the game, and some more Midfielders, you know, a bedjuma, no defense and a support. So what do we need to attackers and so there? I am sorry. But for me, I think in terms of defensive balance, and 2 teams in now, goalkeepers and Felix Che, and of course when you Kamara and Aziz, midfield will be the difference. Namiadma Sunday game, you know. Away from that, Brekum Chelsea, and you're very careful against Samatics. A gamer, a young draw, but maybe who say their best could be draw. Because Chelsea has lost a certain mojo, a certain aggressive part of their game, you know, it's lost. First, before we do go this city, no. Wow, you say? Yes. But say there's some level of certainty so opponent me using one or better points in including the Kotoko Diakoyom and say one of the best teams currently our Ghana Premier League in Semantics. Goalkeeper no or frustrate you. They have never been short of quality in that department. Kofi Bana Domoko Africa no. After that, they've been very much excellent. And one of the best centre backs, me 5 from everybody did Aqua, Ebenezer Aqua, the captain. Juma ya bo Kamara Baso, nya Kamara, Kotoko centre back with Samba. Ya bo Samba Baso, ya bo Ebenezer Aban Baso Razak, Simpson, ya bo na Baso, ya bo na Gideon na Baso, Bibiani Gold Stars. I am telling you the same job. And Ebenezer Aqua, you know. You need to fight him all 90 minutes long. Other than that, you are not going past him. He's one of the best. And Solomon Ajay, I mean, what worse? I mean, if I'm describing, hype in the home. The born out body now, shut or the Baba. In fact, most assisted in Famra. That is the Solomon Ajay. No one's an American. One started against Kotoko, but against Brekum Chelsea, I know that guy will start. Top creators this season. Obobo Berima Bar of Ghosts are free. Obobo Solomon Ajay, Obobo Pitami Duakwa. And Solo will face Become Chelsea. This is the guy on your screen. Now, of Fawa is Ochano. Into a neighbor Doris Otori, Mudia, and Fifi Hodia by year Sunday, Papa.
Mate new league no home command in Mesa.
Yes, yeah, Papi J so enjoy pan and Yamia Duma 7 December. Yakobru Yanquino.
Okay. Pap J, 007. Yes, Pap J 007, where Brunyan Quire,
Pap J and friends.
I will Greenwood Defense Center, Sokwani Road,
we are casting between Futi account.
Say, why I don't tie him. Pap J. Pap J, why FM?
Yeah, new. We do fully quiet. How about some what you doc another was
by Fountain alcohol.
Your penny should be better. David, your penny in every bell. Power bits me at the opening in every bell. I look up.
You just must see
Memphis also.
No, I are there.
Oh, yeah,
it's a brilliant quine on
yeah, Papi, it's Jim Papi.
But you for unprepared, so you don't.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I'm saying for the Ghana Premier League, you know, league in the movie, the movie, you know, I was certain decisions be on my year. I think this is a bold step from the FA to sanitize the system, Kakra.
My idea, pa.
This is a bold. This is a
few
bold.
Years down the lane, I catch them young. A man in or man, Yanasa.
Me, the entire mamma, the Omo, and Honey say, Yaw, for the past 2 weeks, you have Ghana Premier League week, Biana. The major discussion about refereeing these issues. What am I say? And the reason why you amplify those refereeing decisions, it is coming from the most experienced referees in our leagues. Yeah, that is where the issue is. If your most experienced referees for one ever, it would also this week sanitize the system in him. Baby, I free attention be game because definitely Kotoko medium attention be definitely Brekum Chelsea need some attacks. Tension be wom. Then what be has to folk division. Tension be wom. So to sanitize the system, your man could have be the game in the area. But the Odi Kotokoni nations Akrugu. Kotokoni nations games. New thing, you know, taking decision mean a new thing. I say wake experience with your conjenta. Kebi akabai na akra wasa point and that game so toy a pitch na e basa. Unya baby anyina born na wiem tum we pim we tum. Kemi sen kabai na akra kemi sen ka experience with your capacity be so ama baby crow isu ya. But this is the bold step that I expect the FA to take and Omasa so take at the boy how the weekend will go. But I think interestingly for Adriana Stars, me sure omu game on bekwa because it's a league na bobo hon. From first to fourth, a separate one with 3 points and a separate these teams. Now Kotoko will be playing at home. House of Folk, Ebebo Fie. House of Folk can share any good home record. But Moko away or Munim Shepa. Kotoko so Adriana Bahabe for 1 point. Heart of Lions about before 1 point. It raises an issue about how or more you hear league ni mua. Ya omuji league ni bi mani ye no. Kotokoni omubo fear or struggle. And mediama a good test. When you say be a Accra Sports Stadium, so be say be the Amahasa. Then Oba say Adriana Stars. Ever traveler Kobo Stars. That is another big game. Yow, big game. Big game pa. Now, me sure how Adriana Stars be pick up the pieces. For table ni ma me na me hwa de big Accra about baby any Gold Stars. Any baby omoda. Any adwuma omo ye ni de ntia o say Adriana Stars ye careful going into this particular game. Yow, e wo fie no for baby any Gold Stars. Players omo sensan ni nyina omo de ba nyina na amafo ni se bia nkora we omo ntimi improve. But then they share the performance of Berema Ban said they na Newton e wan sa no. Now Gold Stars also fit no more Africa. A humiliating resource. Now they come back into the league. And then omo players na wani morning in fire. Berema Bear fire. Atakumi fire. Samson Aduku fire. They are one of the most tactically disciplined teams I've seen in the league this season. Yow. And Coach Amankwa Juma na wo ye no. Me mo na baso. Yow. Enye easy say obidu beji league. No waja hono mako. Now, as an assistant manager, I have a team, then you are getting positive results. It doesn't normally happen. Opportunity comes but once, but we utilize the opportunity. We're utilizing the yeah. No credit and money and in that so coach Amankwa beti ma yedwuma. Even when they missed out on Maswa Kunadu. No biana ye assembly Gold Stars on no. But you see, the squad they have. So when to me and created the needed balance, I'm more to me and find resource. Ubenya nam dodo bebre won kwan na nkwan nchina twam. Ba for amankwa, wa ye nkwan na ye nkwan de nam na guma manam na fa. Amode nchina guma me na o sabi dia na ye ode. Okay. Because asking myself how certain players can complement each other in this team. By nkoma ye dey na so players o mo injury nyama yo. If Adriana Stars be share team ba kwa e din after kotoko game yo bobo 1-1 na ba ko pa e kucha mankwa team. Imano mafu mubeshia players brutal. Alex Boachimu koshia striker. Samuel Atakumi is the battle of the best strikers in the league this season. Samuel Atakumi. Any mano mafu.
Mumi no china. 6-6. Yɛba baba be doing komo china. Yɛba baba to us but easy ba Shadrack mama menye we no real quick na easy embra na omra to us we anu me ba ho na fe wahwe. Jedi kan happy birthday to Lady Panda. Lady Panda ene your birthday we your birthday blessings from Yadepa and our shower and so at the egu so say